I have a lot of friends who are sober, a lot of friends who are straight edge, a lot of my friends who are going through it. I know struggling with substance abuse and alcoholism can be really, really hard, especially knowing who to turn to. It can be really, really daunting. I'm here to say that a good friend of mine and his friend started this incredible treatment center called Refine Recovery. They gave me a phone number, 855-516-3332. You can text, you can call them. It's totally confidential. It's safe. There'll be somebody on the other line to help you out, a compassionate human being to talk to help you navigate the process, the insurance treatments. They accept most of private insurances. You can go refinerecovery.com, Refine Recovery Instagram. I know it's hard, but reach out to somebody, man. People care about you. People love you. People want you to be here for a long time. People love you in their lives. If you're going through it, make this phone call. It's totally private. I know people DM me all the time about going through it and going through sobriety and trying to get straight and trying to take care of themselves. And the struggle is totally real. And Refine Recovery is the definitely move. Reach out to them, 855-516-3332, or text them, 855-516-3332. You can call or text this number anytime, 855-516-3332. You know the drill. This number is here for you to call. As we get older, we start paying attention to what we put in our bodies. I personally have been listening to my body since I was 18 when I went vegan. I've always been focused on my health. It's super important, mental and physical health. But it's really important for people who are just starting to get more healthy and trying to step up their life. Doing your homework, reading the labels, researching and verifying everything that's quality. It's part of the game these days. That's why I started drinking AG1s. I'm so proud to have them sponsor my podcast. AG1 is a foundational nutrition supplement that delivers daily nutrients and gut support and is backed by multiple research studies. You can trust what you're putting into your body. We're all so busy these days, so just throw a pack of AG1 in the morning into a cup of water and shake it up and drink it. I love the way it tastes. I do it every single morning. It's part of my routine. I bring the packets on tour. It's an incredible life changer for me. Many supplements only reference research from ingredients in their product, but I trust AG1 in my daily routine because it's constantly putting the formula to the test. It's backed by multiple research studies, and one of those research studies, AG1 was shown to have double the amount of healthy bacteria in the gut, which is super important because these help digestion in the immune system and the immune health. And these bacteria are known to help with digestion as well, gas and bloating, which I freaking need. And it also promotes regular bowel movements, what I can attest to. In another research study, 97% participants felt more energy after 30 days, and 91% of the participants noticed that they needed less coffee after 60 days. I quit coffee like 5 months ago. I know I'm good on that. But AG1 is packed with a variety of nutrient-dense ingredients and is the perfect complement to my healthy diet. I drink it because I know it's going to work, and it gives me a peace of mind covering all my nutrition bases for the day. In fact, I trust it so much, that's why I'm spreading the word about it. That's why it sponsors my podcast. Thanks to Angie Huberman for turning me on to AG1s, connecting me with them, and now they're part of my podcast. It's so easy and satisfying to start your day with AG1s. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of the vitamin D3K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your purchase at drinkag1.com/OLLC. That's drinkag1.com/OLLC. It's never been a better time to focus on your health and wellness and get back on track, man. Take control of your daily health. Health is wealth. Got to give a big shout out to Liquid Death. I've been in a band called H2O for 30 years, and my first real job with a company is a water brand. Go figure. Love you, Liquid Death. Love the people. Love the brand. Love the concept. Love what they give back. Love the community. Love what they do for the environment. You can go liquiddeath.com/OLLC and get free shipping on any of their merchandise that they make. They have such incredible collabs. Also, if you want to hear the story of the CEO, my good friend Mike Cesario, on the podcast, you can go to episode 115, part 1. And then 2 years later, we dropped a part 2, which is episode 275 with the CEO, Mike Cesario. Just a man from Delaware with a dream, worked at a marketing company, and made this become a reality. Liquid Death is an incredible company, incredible water, incredible people. And I'm super, super honored to be part of them. They sponsor my life. They sponsor everything, my family. So go liquiddeath.com/OLLC and get free shipping on anything you want to buy on that site. If you want to get water, it's exclusively on Amazon.com. Murder your thirst, y'all. All right, welcome to the One Life, One Chance podcast. I'm your host, Toby Morse. Today we have a very special guest in my kitchen, Mr. Aaron Hurd. Thank you for being here from Jesus Peace.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for
This is
having
cool because I kind of remember when Derek and Chappelle went and saw the show. I was out of town. I think it was you guys at the Observatory or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was Zulu.
Show
You
Me
guys
the
were
Body
with.
and Zulu.
Yeah. And Derek came back and said, "Yo, this band Jesus Peace was so fucking just going off about it." I was like, "Yeah, I know this band." And then you guys ended up just doing a huge tour with them in Europe.
Yeah.
So cool.
That was something else. I've never played shit like that. So
it was you guys, them, and Obituary?
yeah, and a band called Ginger as well.
Oh, Ginger's sick.
Yeah.
They're pretty big too, right?
Yeah, over in Europe for sure. Probably in America too. I don't think I've ever seen them over here, but
Yeah, me either. But yeah, Derek said I think it's one of the biggest tours of Sepultura's career in over there.
it was fucking nuts. I'm not gonna lie.
How are you guys rolling up? Are you guys in a bus or a van?
Yeah, we were sharing a bus with Obituary.
What? That's crazy.
Obituary's been one of my favorite death metal bands since I was younger, so I was stoked to be playing with them. You know?
That's a fucking dream for you. That's crazy. And how were they? Were cool?
Yeah, they were
super cool, right? Yeah.
Solid. Shout out to Kenny one time.
They're like big hardcore fans too.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about it, but it was just cool to talk old metal shit with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. So to share a bus with them, was it your first time in a bus too?
No. We've done a couple bus tours, but infamously, I'm bad at bus tours.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not.
You can't sleep in the bunk?
No, I cannot sleep in the bunk.
Yo, that shit's it puts me to sleep. That's crazy.
I have to sit down in the lobby until I'm about to die, and I run upstairs and I go lay in the bed.
Really? You like it when it's not moving?
Nah, I mean, moving helps, if anything.
Yeah.
I'll fall asleep in cars, planes, super easy. It's just feeling like I'm in a fucking coffin.
It's wild, bro.
You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. It's like such a deep sleep when the bus is going. So you can sleep on flights?
Like a baby, dude.
Holy
I mean, before takeoff, wake up, landing type shit.
I'm so jealous, man. Damn, always, every flight, always like that?
Almost every single flight I've been on the last 4 or 5 years.
You don't get nervous flying?
Yo, the last time I flew in from Europe, no, two times ago for my drummer's wedding, we flew French B back.
Okay.
And I don't know what the hell was going on this plane, dog, but me and my girlfriend, we held our hands and we went, I love you.
No way.
People were screaming on the plane. People were praying.
Was it like turbulence or something? Or?
There was a couple massive free falls that we did, and then it was just really crazy turbulence. And then they tried to land in Newark and couldn't land because it was crazy. So they had to fly up to upstate New York and land for a while.
Dude, I would lose my mind.
I was scared as shit. I'd go front, bro.
This is the first time you really got scared flying? Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time I was like, yo, this is it, babe. I love you.
Start telling your girl your deepest, darkest secrets.
I love you.
Fuck, I'd be shook, man. Then you got to fly again after that.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I just I acted like it never happened. I packed it away. You know what I mean?
Were you sleeping when the shit started going crazy?
Yeah, and I woke up and she was just looking at me wide-eyed, and legit people were praying out loud. It was incredibly traumatic.
Holy shit. But you weren't nervous to fly again after that?
Nah, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean the chances are really fucking. That's crazy though.
Yeah.
So you can sleep everywhere except for a bus. Interesting.
Yeah.
Damn.
Surprising. The one place I have a bed.
Yeah, and so sharing the bus with Obituary, they were cool?
Yeah, they were chill.
Were you nervous to meet them or anything like that or no?
Nah.
Because you meet your heroes sometimes. You don't want to,
Yeah, I've done that enough at this point in my life to where I don't get nervous about that shit.
Yeah.
I could possibly hate this guy.
Yeah. But it's cool that they were awesome. You grew up loving them and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. They were all really cool to talk to, Some of them party animals for sure, but who isn't in the road sometimes,
Yeah. So it's just you and Obituary, that's it?
Yeah, just us two.
Damn, bro.
Lighting guy, sound guy.
How many shows was it?
Fucking 20-something, maybe.
They got days off, though.
Yeah, some days off. It would be 6 on, a day off type shit.
Do you do vocal warm-ups on tour and shit or no?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I won't, and I feel it immediately.
Yeah, same.
I should have fucking warmed up.
You ever lose your voice on tour?
Not in a long time. The first time it ever happened, really bad, was Japan.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. The first time we went to Japan.
Really? Probably because you're jet lagged and shit or exhausted? I don't know.
We stayed in a hotel room that smelled like absolute shit. Sewage. And I woke up with the craziest sinus infection I've ever had in my life.
Holy shit, like some mold or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. No way.
Sewage straight up, it sounded like.
What the fuck? Who the fuck booked that tour, man? Were the shows good at least? Were the shows good, at least?
Yeah, the shows were sick. Yeah.
Was it crazy DIY booked or something? Or
Yeah, it's like hardcore homies looking out.
That's
you know
cool.
what I mean, but
shout out to them. They got you over there.
I think it's just about like saving money over there. You know.
Did you move hotels?
Nah, we stayed there. I mean, like we were going somewhere every day essentially, so we only had to sleep there once. But I filmed this video with Sonny from 856 about it's like a Cribs episode.
No way.
But it's in that hotel room that gave me this massive fucking sinus infection.
Holy shit!
It's mad tiny, fucking no window.
What the hell? It's like some crazy prison cell or some
It
shit.
basically was a prison.
It's some like crazy country. Damn,
yeah, I
dude.
did time in Japan.
Dude, it's fucking wild, man.
I'm just kidding.
So you almost lost your voice, but then you didn't.
Nah, I drank melted gummy bears every day.
What the fuck is
set.
that? That's
I don't know.
a thing?
I heard Beyonce did that shit, so I was like, I'm gonna
What?
fucking do this.
Holy shit! Never heard that in my entire life.
Yeah,
man.
like someone told me like you gotta like make like gummy bear tea essentially.
No fucking
So
way,
you like
dude.
melt down the gummy bears, make this like thick
Coat your
liquid,
throat or something?
Coat the fucking the vocal cords and
No
do some like
way,
zizzing,
dude.
get them all in there. Shake them up.
I wonder if Beyonce really does that shit.
I hope so, because then I look like an asshole. Okay.
Because you got the throat coat shit, doesn't really
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
I think a lot of shit's mental too.
I think so.
I chew gum because I saw Dave Grohl doing that. He chews like bazooka gum or something on stage. It keeps your shit moist.
He's got he's got like strong jaw.
He does.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
He
sense.
does. But sometimes I almost choke on stage. Or one time I spit in some dude's beard in Boston. It was so
my
embarrassing
God.
while I'm singing, bro. Yeah.
You do it while you're singing.
Yeah.
That's scary.
I know.
That's concerning. bro.
But it keeps your shit moist, though. I don't know. It keeps your shit. I don't know.
That is true. I mean,
Melted gummy bears is crazy, bro. I never
Yeah.
heard that.
gummy bear tea.
We need to find out about that. Be honest, she's a big listener to the podcast.
Yo, hey, shout out.
That's crazy though. Wow.
Yeah,
So how's life? Life good?
life is good.
These are your last couple shows of the year.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. You guys did a lot of touring this year.
Yes. Yeah, a good bit, honestly. Now that I like sitting back and thinking about it, yeah.
And then when you're home, are you home or you work when you're home?
I work when I'm home.
Okay.
I've been doing security.
Okay.
I've been securing the perimeter
Okay.
at it's like a barcade downtown.
You been doing it for a minute?
Yeah, a little bit. It's pretty
Yeah.
easy to just sit there,
Yeah.
kick it.
So that's your in-between shit, kind of. Because you're a dad.
Yeah,
You gotta hold it down, man. Yeah.
gotta hold it down.
Yeah, it's hard when we talked before the pod, like when you're in a hardcore band, just in a band in general, and you're trying to like be a parent and be present and do what you love and make money and travel and then come back and then, be a dad. Like that balance is so important and so hard too.
It's an incredibly hard thing to do.
Yeah. Thankfully you got FaceTime and all that shit.
Yeah,
Like
right.
stuff is just like a game changer. But like just being there for that connection and also just, doing what you love also and also I don't know, just being there. It's crazy, man. That balance is like, it's a hard thing to do. And then not missing shit too.
Yeah, I mean that's the worst part about it, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I missed like 2 Halloweens now, and I think about it every day.
Damn, man.
You know what I mean? I don't like that.
And your kid's too young to really come on the road and visit.
Right.
Yeah.
And plus, bringing them out on the road with a bunch of,
Dude.
uh,
It's so wild when you're on tour, man. Just like how everybody talks, how people act. It's just like a bunch of like swearing. Just everything's so different, man.
right. Like I would hate to have to police everybody's behavior just because my son is there.
Yeah, man.
Which like, at some point it's okay if we're like in a bus or some shit. And he has
Totally.
like a bunk or something. But like,
Yeah.
just slapping him in the fucking 18 passenger.
Dude.
You're in the back, kid. Let's go.
Has you seen your band perform before?
Yeah, he's seen us play. I think like twice now.
I wonder what he thinks.
He was pretty stoked about it, honestly. Like we played Decibel Metal and Beer Fest.
Okay.
And I brought him over for that, and he was trying to run on the stage the whole time. Like people had to like,
Damn. That's my
chill.
dad.
Yeah, he was like, asking
You go
me.
hard too on stage too. You're rolling around.
I'm sending it.
You're going hard. He's probably like, what? That's my pops. That's crazy. Also when he gets older too, understand like the whole thing, what's going on and shit.
Right.
Probably.
We watch a lot of videos too.
Okay.
Like, I'm always like, if we're just chilling in the house, I've got like music videos on.
Okay.
I've got like a live show from somewhere. And he's always like, I want to stage dive. Can I stage dive? I'm like, no, not yet.
Not yet.
A little more.
Yeah, probably soon though. Yeah, a couple years. Yeah. So what part of Philly are you from?
I'm from like West Oak Lane area, but
Okay.
I ended up moving in and out of the city so much.
Yeah.
Like growing up, going to school up in the burbs, coming back down to the city for school, just living back and forth.
Yeah. You got siblings?
Yeah, 3.
Wow.
Youngest of.
You're the youngest?
Yeah, youngest of 4 brothers.
Were they into punk rock and shit like that too?
No, I was the first.
So you're black sheep. Like
Definitely,
my family too.
yeah.
My youngest, same with me. Yeah.
Like my one brother did skateboard, right?
Yeah.
He was alright. He had a good heel flip on him, but nothing to write home about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I started skating after him. You know, like Tony Hawk Pro Skater was coming out. And that's kind of
Game changer.
Yeah, everyone kind of put me on to random music over the years, and
Plus that soundtrack on that shit was crazy.
Crazy.
All kinds of bands on there. Yeah.
crazy.
Ska, punk, everything, dude. Yeah.
I think that shit was like monumental for a lot of people my age.
Yeah. What year did that come out?
Shit, man. 2002.
Okay.
Something.
It's crazy, like all those old video games and skate videos, all that shit. The soundtracks were really powerful for people, man.
Mm-hmm.
So you were skating too?
Yeah, I still skate to this day.
Nice. Street skater?
Yeah. I'm just terrible on a ramp,
Really?
son. I learned how to drop it like 3 years ago. No, more than 3 years ago, but it still isn't comfortable for me. I don't know why.
Like on a big ramp, like a mini ramp or something?
Even mini ramps would freak me out.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I don't know. It was just the idea of just leaning forward and just letting.
It's scary at first, man, dropping in.
I was ollieing sets, but I was not rolling down the ramps. It just wasn't happening.
You doing rails too, everything?
Oh, fuck no.
Yes, it's
I would
scary
do
too.
I would do flat rails, never like handrails. I didn't have health insurance. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's your best trick?
Fakey big heel.
Damn. That's sick.
That's my showstopper if I'm playing skate. I'm trying to like show off.
Yeah.
Bust one of them Johns.
So you were skating on tour too?
Yeah, most of the time. Like on that Sepultura tour, someone brought me a board in Brussels, like one of the homies.
That's
and I was
sick.
just skating around the whole fucking like all the stadiums and shit. Just
That's
pushing.
awesome, man. So you started skating and getting into punk kind of the same time?
Punk a little later than skating.
Okay.
But
So skating came first.
yeah, skating came first, and like I had heard stuff, but to like find your local scene and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Total different world, you know.
Totally. So you start street skating. What grade are you in school? What grade are you then?
At that point, I was in 3rd grade.
3rd grade?
Yeah.
Damn. So you start skating, and then kids at school were already skaters there and stuff too?
Yeah, it was up, most of the town at that point where I was living was skating. Like
Okay.
When I was like really, really hitting it in high school, I lived by a place called Quakertown. I lived in Percy, PA.
Okay.
And they have a skate park right in the middle of town. And everybody was always out there, but it was like something in the water because all these kids were doing these freak ass tricks all the time. They'd be having like random kids that were nasty at skating.
Damn.
And most of those dudes are like building ramps now or like, great skaters themselves. And
That's cool,
just
man.
like underground legends type shit.
Did you want to be pro or anything?
Hell yeah, I wanted to be pro.
Nice.
I wanted to be pro so bad.
Were you competing in shit or no?
No. I just wanted to be,
Yeah.
I would, the most competing I did, I would wait until fucking Couch Tour came around and I would go out in the parking lot and act like I couldn't skate and I would run people up for money on skate.
Amazing, dude.
Yeah, hustle.
That's amazing. Was Love Park around too?
Yeah, Love was around, but I was a little too young to be going down there
yeah,
to, like, for
legendary, dude.
the good days of Love.
Yeah.
But it was still there by the time I got old enough to go skate, but, there weren't crowds massed around Love anymore. And
Yeah.
everybody's running from the cops and all this shit.
Yeah, and the transitions there are crazy too,
Yeah.
man. There's fucking
Nuts.
some legendary shit there.
That gap, the steps into the fucking fountain is one of the craziest things I've ever seen people do in my life.
Yeah. So you're skating in high school. Are you getting into music in high school? Like,
yeah, that's when I like kind of first started figuring out that I liked, playing and trying to be a part of music.
What kind of music you were into before skateboarding?
Just like hip hop, R&B, neo soul type shit.
Yeah.
And then
Philly shit too, like Freeway.
of course, yeah,
Petey Siegel,
Crack,
Petey Crack, dude.
Oh yeah, State Prop,
Chain
Chain Gang.
Dude, there's so many. Schoolie D's from there.
Schoolie D, yeah.
Dude, Pink's from there. Fucking
Pink
Will
from
Smith
Doylestown.
too.
Yeah, Will Smith. Who else was down there? What is
Eve.
it? Tough Crew, yeah. Eve.
Rough Riders.
Some of them, yeah.
I think Eve was though.
Eve was there, and Eve was a part of Rough Riders too.
Yeah. So listen to hip hop, then you get into skateboarding, and you find punk rock.
Mm-hmm.
Through a friend.
Yeah,
at school?
mostly. You know what I mean? Like people would be showing me shit, or like it'd be on someone's like MySpace page. I'm like, this band is cool. Who sings this song?
Yeah. So it's kind of internet kind of finding shit too.
Literally, yeah. I think that played a huge part in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like connecting with people I wouldn't have known otherwise, or like just talking about interests with other kids and stuff.
Yeah.
You know everybody in your fucking neighborhood already. Like there's
Totally. Yeah.
One of the homies, Nick Smith, back in the day, gave me like a Lamb of God CD. At the time, I was like, "What the hell is this?" The fuck
Oh my
is
God,
going on?
sick.
But I love him now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out
That's
Randy.
yeah. Shout out Randy. He's the best
Shout out
human,
Randy
dude.
one time.
So that was like some hard shit you heard first, yeah.
Yeah.
And then how do you find like hardcore shit like through that?
I'm trying to think. Some of my first hardcore bands I found was
Like your first show.
my first show. Probably that Force Fed's last show.
Okay.
Old straight edge band, Painkiller Records. It was like them and Mother Mercy, I think, played, or like some of those Doylestown bands.
Yeah. Somewhere in Philly?
It was actually up in the burbs, yeah.
Okay.
Like up in like Sellersville at like a VFW. Shit was
Nice.
going off. That
Nice.
and then I was watching, I was seeing CDC a bunch around that time.
Okay.
Too. And they were playing. They were from like Lansdale, which was right down the road.
Yeah.
So we would see them. But it wasn't like a lot of bigger bands that I would see right off the rip. I just was super into whatever
like local bands
was
and
doing.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
That was a lot cooler to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then in school, like how were you in school? Did you like school?
I liked school, but I was going to school up in the sticks. So
Okay.
it was an interesting time for me.
Like literally the sticks?
Yeah, like Percy, like Peckerwood ass place.
Damn,
for sure,
really?
yeah.
Like
So,
rednecks and shit?
So I had to deal with a lot of that stuff. So it was like I liked school, but I also had this like looming fucking issue with a good bit of people around me. So it kind of like cultivated a bad environment for me. And
Yeah.
being a young dude who's pissed off, I got in a lot of shit. But
You get in
but I
trouble
didn't
in
want-
school, getting fights and
yeah,
shit?
I got in a couple fights, but that was more so defending myself. And
Yeah.
luckily, I had a teacher or two that was like, I know what's going on, and if you ever need to get out of shit, just come to my class.
Oh, that's sick. That's
which is awesome.
Yeah. You doing sports or anything like that or no?
I would never play for the school because I didn't like them.
Yeah.
But everyone in my neighborhood, we all played sports like consistently every day.
That's awesome.
We're at the fucking field playing football. Like, come on, or we play ball, skating. Anything
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
could be doing. There were just so many kids in that area that it'd be crazy not to be playing like 10 on 10 and shit. Like,
It's awesome, man.
insane stuff. So I was always active and I was always playing sports and doing all that. But
Yeah.
just never like for an organization.
Yeah. And never, did you ever think when you were at school you wanted to be in a band or anything like that? Or just, did you have any goals in high school that you wanted to do when you
I
got
just
out?
wanted to go pro.
Okay, sick.
In my mind, I was
Legit.
going pro. I
Okay.
wasn't dropping in, but I was going pro. I don't.
Did you have favorite skaters back then you looked up to?
Yeah, of course. Like I love Kareem Campbell, of course.
Okay.
TK, love TK.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
There's some shit going on with him nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
But it was just like a lot of Baker 3 shit. Like any of the cool stuff that was happening. Ice Cream Skate video was like my fucking Bible. I love
Sick.
that.
It's awesome.
But yeah, it was just mostly.
You're
Philly
skating
shit.
every day, though.
Every day. As soon as I
Trying
get
to learn
home.
more tricks, fucking just like.
I was learning more tricks, and I was like, honestly, just like doing 100 kick flips, doing 100 heel flips, like stupid shit like that. Where I was like, I gotta become like tapped in. Everything's gotta be bolts. You know what I mean?
Were there people like flowing your shit too, like skate shops and shit? Or
Nah, not really. Like I didn't really know people like that, so I just was at the park grinding, just skating blanks all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like just a couple kids, friends and shit.
Yeah, like the skate park had like 30 people at it almost at all
Yeah.
times at that point. So there was a lot of kids doing, cool stuff or like traveling out to skate and stuff. But it wasn't until I started going out more in my area and like to other like towns around to see spots that I was like, this is really cool.
So you graduated.
I graduated in 2010.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
2010. So you graduated, and then you're just skating. Are you working at the time?
Skating, working. Yeah, I was working at this answering service.
Nice. Like telemarketing shit or no?
Nah, like literally, like it would be like for like doctors' offices and shit like that. Like if you couldn't get through to the office, you'd get my ass on the phone. I'd be like, yo, gotta take a message. I fill out the fucking form. But it was such bullshit. I hated that job so much.
Yeah,
like,
it sounds fucking annoying.
If you ever fucked up for like certain things, they would make you write an apology letter to the company and like all this nut shit. So I just I just stopped showing up one day. It's like, fuck these guys.
And are you singing in any other bands? Are you doing anything at that time musically?
At that time, I think me and a couple of my friends were like doing some like metal band in his basement.
Sick.
And they were the kids that knew how to record shit early, so they were just always had shit, and asked around, like, does anyone know anyone who could do like vocals? And I was like, I kind of can.
Wow.
You know?
So you weren't even singing all like that or nothing.
Nah,
right?
like I just was in my room with like a pen, trying to figure it out.
And then what are you listening to at that moment? Are you listening to super hard shit at that point?
No, not at all. I mean, like maybe in a different world. Like I was listening to a lot of metalcore and shit at that point. You know, it was just like either shit that sounded. It was like Suicide Silence and like
okay.
shit like that.
But you're in your bedroom like going off like
yeah,
fucking. I'm
just trying to fucking figure it out, bumming everyone out in the crib. You know.
Yeah. What were your parents thinking about the music?
My mom has never understood what the hell's going on, but she had my back, and I always loved that.
That's awesome.
My brothers would always bust jokes about the shit, but like at this point, they're all in for it.
Oh yeah, they must trip seeing you perform now, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I brought one of my brothers out to, I think it was our record release in Philly, and I was like, "Yeah, you want to just go get a drink or something?" I like walked him out on the floor, and like after a couple people came to talk to me, he's like, "Yo, bro, people actually like you." It's like, fuck you, man. The hell?
They're not into punk rock at all. No.
Nah. They never been into shit like that, but
they probably would seeing the crowd and shit, seeing you on stage, like, yo, this is fucking.
Once he came, he's like, I get it. It's the energy. And I was like, yeah,
man.
It's the whole atmosphere. It's everything.
A freaking natural high. It's incredible, man.
Mm-hmm.
So they're pretty open-minded to it now. They get it, kind of.
Yeah.
Your mom doesn't have to get it. She's your mom. That's how moms can be.
She backs it.
Yeah, she backs you on it then. Damn. Yeah. So you're literally the first band is Jesus Piece for you?
No, I mean I had Dimensions. I had a band called No Friends.
Nice.
Just like a
Dimensions, right?
I feel like I had this metalcore band called Hysterian that I was doing for a little bit, and that was alright. That was like when I first started like playing outside of my town.
Yeah.
I would go to like Jersey, play shows, or like down to Philly and stuff, like Allentown or.
So are you working a job while you're playing these other bands and shit?
Yeah, I was just like working at Chipotle.
Sick.
Yeah, I mean pressing some tortillas, working tort.
Nice. So you're working and you're living and you're just playing music, but you're not like, just love it. That's what you're doing. Just skating, playing shows, and living.
Just out of the love of life, dude. Just skating, playing gigs every fucking weekend, every day I can be. I'm at a gig.
Yeah.
And then I started deciding like I really want to do this. You know?
Yeah. And your parents are supportive. They didn't expect you to do something different and not go to college, all that shit.
No, I mean,
were your grades good at least?
Yeah, my grades were killing it. Like,
damn.
I was definitely one of those kids that slept a lot in school, but I would ace my tests, and they'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" You know? So
you're good at math too?
Yeah, good at math.
Fuck, man. I hated school. I just wanted to skate too. That's all I cared about too, dude.
I was bad with like English and stuff. Like, if I had to sit and read a book at home, it wasn't happening, dude.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Just focusing on shit like that. Yeah. You're in your bedroom like fucking moshing and singing along the music and shit.
I got fucking karaoke to do.
Yeah.
I'm not doing homework, bro.
Hardcore karaoke. All right, so then leading up to Jesus Piece, that starts in 2015.
Yeah.
Does the name kind of come from your love of hip hop and
That's why I fuck with it heavily. Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much.
I feel like you can't just have that name. It just be like a bunch of random white dudes. I'd be like, what the hell is going on? Be confused as hell.
But it's such a great name, and I don't know. It's just such a hard name too, and for a hardcore band too.
Yeah,
you know?
It's a name that's like rooted in culture in general. You know what I mean? Like it has a lot to it itself.
Totally.
I think that we kind of just joined forces with the name.
The people that don't know think you're like a religious band.
Yeah, all the time.
Really?
All the time. Yeah. Even if I'm wearing a Jesus Piece shirt, I'm like, I like that shirt.
Were you ever religious growing up?
Yeah, I was for a while, and then maybe like high school around, I was kind of like, what the fuck is going on?
Were you going to church and stuff growing up?
Yeah. I mean, I would go with my grandma and shit.
Yeah.
I mean? But yeah, I don't know. It never really sat too right with me. And when I started like dressing a little weirder, like not the usual status quo.
Yeah.
You know, shit started getting a little weird at church. Pastor said.
Then you find punk and all the questioning all this shit.
Yeah,
right?
You start like asking why this shit is happening, and once you can't really answer those questions for yourself, you're kind of wasting your time. And I think I came to that conclusion.
Yeah.
And I stepped out.
And how was your mom about that?
You know, at this point in her life, she's not religious either.
So okay.
She was like, okay, word.
Yeah.
And I've had conversations with her over the years too. I'm like, do you think about this stuff? Not to be like, he's not real, but like,
yeah.
I just want to just talk to her and help her think about things sometimes. And I think it's important to have these conversations with your parents too. Like,
Absolutely,
humanize
man.
them and see them as just a person as well.
Yeah, I think my mom's like that too. We were Catholic growing up. We were forced to go to church all the time, and I fucking hated it. I think as she's gotten older, she's like onto some other thing too. It's not just, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, for us growing up, I think it was I don't know, just my mom was raising 3 boys after my dad died, and she got heavy religious and God and church and watching over us and all. I totally get it, why she did it, But yeah,
it's a comforting thing, if you grow in that.
Yeah.
And especially it seemed like at that point she was going through a lot. So I back it,
No,
anything
for
that's
sure.
going to help somebody. I don't want to shit on the institution itself, I guess, but I could see that,
Totally. So the name Jesus Peace and the band comes out, and people get the name.
Some were like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
But others were stoked about it, and
especially for hip hop and all that stuff. It's just like, dude, it's perfect, man.
Yeah.
And then so you guys were together 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Were you working at that point?
I think I had just moved back from California, and I was.
What were you doing in Cali?
Just trying to do
skate?
Something. Yeah, skate and live and just.
What part of Cali?
I was in Port Hueneme, like right under Oxnard.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
It's random as hell.
Random as hell.
Why was it some skate shit or?
No, it was one of the homies had a room, and I was like,
all right, fuck it, yeah.
I need to change. I was like down in the dumps, so I just fucking sold everything I had, got my dog in the car, and drove across the country.
Damn.
Moved out here prematurely, not really thinking about finances or anything.
Just wanted to get out.
Yeah, just wanted to get out and experience something new. Like, I felt like if I hated life there and I was just like down and maybe didn't want to be here anymore, then I got to try some other shit out too.
Damn.
Before I would make a call like that. So I just kind of picked up everything.
Yeah.
And moved out there. And it was really great because you learn that your problems are your problems everywhere you go. You can't run away from them. But it was also cool to meet a lot of new friends and, meet people from different walks of life. And
yeah, that's awesome.
Have like a refreshed view of the world and life.
And you're in Cali, the skate mecca.
Yeah. I'll skate my ass off over here.
I'm sure, right? You trying to go to some legendary spots out here too?
I was like trying to, but without a car to get down to LA and shit is like a lot. So,
damn.
But I ended up being out there for like a little under a year. Not even.
You didn't like it or?
I liked it, but I was just out there.
Yeah,
If I lived like in the city or something,
I know.
It'd be different. But that and I miss my family.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be home, and plus there was so many sick shows happening back home at that time. So many cool gigs. So I just was like, maybe it's time to go back home. Cut my losses and just kind of get it back together.
Yeah.
And came home, had a couple combos, and ended up doing Jesus Peace with them, and it's been just fine.
Yeah, it seems like your friend who brought you out kind of saved you in a sense.
Yeah, it
let you get out of there.
It was really good for me to get out and just kind of clear my head at that point in my life.
Yeah.
It's like the turn of I'm not a fucking kid anymore, but what am I doing with myself? And that question is super hard to answer if you don't have any life experience.
Totally. No, it's true.
So I felt like I just needed to go experience something.
How old were you then?
I want to say 21.
Makes sense. Yeah. Just trying to figure it all out. What's going to happen next?
At that point, you feel like you're the oldest motherfucker in the world. You turn 21, you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm an adult now. I have to do something with my life. Like,
yeah.
No one tells you, it's going to take a good 10 years to figure this shit out. So
absolutely, man.
Stress for a couple, and then.
How old were you when you moved out of your house?
I stopped living with my mom maybe like 9th or 10th grade.
Oh, shit,
just
okay.
Like couch surfing, yeah.
Wow, okay. She's been out there for a while, yeah. It's crazy. My son still lives at home. He's 21, but that's like normal out here because kids can afford to live in LA, man.
Right. Like I always, even when people get mad at dudes, like, oh, you can run back to your parents if you. Like, that's a good thing.
Absolutely is, man. Always, yeah, man, for
if
sure.
I could go home and save money, live with my mom, hell yeah, I would do that
totally,
shit.
Man.
Who the fuck am I? I gotta prove anything.
It's your family, man. It's right. Always open, yeah. So then you go back and then Jesus Peace begins. It's awesome. Yeah. It's the beginning of it. And those first shows were cool and.
Yeah, I mean, we were just playing. I think our first show was in a garage.
Sick.
Yeah, we didn't have a name.
Oh, really?
It was my bassist, my old bassist's garage, and he had a show that like a couple of bands had dropped off last second, and we were like, all right, we'll just play a couple of songs.
There's always the stories of bands. Just fucking put a name for the flyer or whatever it is.
Yeah, slap it up there. And we were playing a lot of like house shows in North Philly, in Temple area. stuff like that. There was a couple of venues that were doing stuff, but one of them was called Lower Level.
Okay.
And it was like a 3-4 story house, like brownstone in the city.
That's sick.
It had like 2 living rooms, like on the main floor and then the second floor. So the shows would be happening on like ground floor, basement, and then whoever lived up there was just chilling on the second living room. And
wow. Dude.
so they were like, "Yeah, you guys got it," and they were awesome dudes. Like a couple of them are all doing like art shit now, like tattooing or has like jewelry business and stuff, which is cool.
That's cool.
But everybody used to go play that basement, and this basement is no wider than your kitchen. You know what I mean? A little bit skinnier and long, and kids were down there killing each other.
Damn.
Like it was like terrifying to be in the basement when we played. And,
holy shit.
It was just a really good starter for us because then word travels when shit is like that, of course. And you know, bands would be coming through the tour. We'd play the show, and fucking our set would
kill it.
Yeah. And it got
stopping on all the shows.
Mm-hmm. And started playing some like shows down in like Voltage Lounge and stuff. Started playing like the Philly hardcore gigs more often than like house shows and
church.
Yeah, the church played a couple times now. But at that point, Voltage was doing a lot of shit, but they're not there anymore. I don't think the one connected to the Electric Factory.
Oh, okay,
the Little Bar.
Oh yeah.
But I think at that point I was playing bass in this band called Hell to Pay as well. So I had Jesus Piece and Hell to Pay that I was doing with the guitarist, one of the guitarists from Jesus Piece, John.
Okay.
And that was more of like a grindier, like Black into Death hardcore band. And that was sick as hell. And then that one kind of ended abruptly, and then we just kept on with Jesus Piece. And then,
it's crazy. You dropped the EP in 2016,
and
then a 3-song tape, right? Then a split with Malice in the Palace on Bridge 9.
Yeah, that was good. Those songs on that split are actually awesome, and I love them so much, but we never play them.
Never play them?
Never.
Why not?
I don't know. Like, aside from the record, we have to play the songs. The record, but we rarely dip back into some of those songs, and I would love to sometime.
You could do that sometime, yeah.
Yeah, there's never say never.
Say all those songs in one show or something, yeah. And then Only Self came out in 2018.
Yeah, 2018.
First album.
Bang.
And then where you guys at that point, like in your career, as far as like, have you toured a bunch and all that stuff? And
yeah, we had done a good bit of touring in the U.S. By the time Only Self came out, I don't know if we had done Europe by then, but we were touring, just like taking our friends out or like getting together with other bands. Like there wasn't a lot of offers coming through the tour for like bigger bands.
Yeah.
So we just said, fuck it, let's take our homies, let's hit the road.
It's cool.
We were like tour with like Vane.
Vane? Oh, Vane, okay.
Yeah. We did a tour with Malevolence and Kubla Khan across the whole U.S. That was our first one. Hold on, I got a burp, son.
All good, dude.
All
good.
But yeah, we did this. Our first like U.S. tour was with Kubla Khan and Malevolence. When looking back, would be a massive fucking tour nowadays because both of those bands have transcended.
Oh, they have?
You know what I mean? Yeah, big time. Malevolence is huge now, and Kubla Khan is, they've been doing great for themselves.
Damn.
But it was just a cool ass tour. You know, we did a tour with Buried Dreams across the U.S. That was fun. And that was the first time we played Sound and Fury, that tour.
Okay.
We toured over to Sound and Fury and then back.
And Sound and Fury is great.
Yeah, it was awesome for us. That was our first time playing California as well, I think.
Sick. Yeah, I saw that too. That Sound and Fury is great, man.
Yeah, I love that fest.
Dude.
Really awesome.
Yeah, it seems like all the bands get so much love in there. It's always, it's a great lineup. It's like, shout out to Martine. I forgot his partner is too. Martine from Terror does it. The other guy that does it.
Is his name Riley or something?
Maybe, yeah. It's just a great, great festival, man. Obviously, This Is Hardcore.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys playing that. That's great, too.
We played that a bunch.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Joe Hardcore.
Yeah, shout out, Joe. First.
Were you around for the Trocadero days or no?
Yeah, I was around for the Troc a little bit. Not necessarily like the glory days of the Troc, but I've seen like, the last couple of years of shows where I would pop in there for some gigs here and there. But the culture around the Troc, I was like a little too young to be
crazy spot
out there fighting with them fools.
Yeah. It was wild, man.
I walked past there just the other day with my girl, and I
Really?
was like, yo, this used to be one of the illest venues, and now it's not here. Just right down Chinatown.
Yeah, man. Good food spots down there, too.
Incredible. I was actually going to say that. The
Really
food
good
down there is nuts.
So good down there.
10th and Arch, baby. You're in
Yes.
Philly, go down 10th and Arch, show Chinatown some love. They're trying to kill it.
Dude, so many good vegan spots for me down there.
Mhm.
It's like, there's so many, like.
What was that one vegan Chinese spot over there? New Harmony.
New Harmony, yeah.
Dude, I love New Harmony. I wasn't even vegan at the time, but I would just go with all the homies. We'd sing karaoke
vegan
in
now?
the basement. No.
Okay. Like, I was speaking at the time.
I wasn't at the time either, but
Yeah.
I did over quarantine. I went vegan.
Sick.
And I lost like 40 pounds, and I don't have 40 pounds to lose.
Holy
so I
shit,
had
you
to
lost
stop
40
doing that
pounds?
shit. Yeah, I lost a lot of weight. I had
Holy
to put
shit.
so much more weight on, yeah.
Damn, bro.
I was eating all right, but I was like, I think it was like a lot of stress too. But
Yeah, it was a crazy time. Why'd you go vegan? Just to try it?
you know, I ate this cheesesteak. It was a poorly made cheesesteak by a
Okay.
guy who looked like a shitty Paul Rudd at a job that I was working. I'll never forget this fucking cheesesteak.
Bootleg Paul Rudd.
Yeah, bootleg Paul Rudd made me this fucked up cheesesteak, and I took a bite of the steak, and it was like, I don't know, sinewy kind of, and I ended up choking on this meat. I had to pull it out of my neck, and I just felt like a fucking hyena or something. Like, I don't know if I was stoned at the time, but it really didn't sit right with me, dude. And I didn't eat meat for mad long after that. I just was
Holy
like,
shit.
I'm done with this shit. Like,
Damn.
vegan Paul Rudd made me a cheesesteak so bad that I went vegan.
Holy shit. It's like a hyena. That's disgusting.
Dude, just Serengeti dog.
So you just went next day, just went vegan?
Yeah, I just stopped eating meat for a good like year or something, and then I don't know.
Felt good?
Yes and no.
Yeah, that's 40 pounds is a lot, dude.
Yeah, it was.
You
like,
working out too at all now?
Nah, I don't be working out like that.
Okay.
I should though. I feel like
I mean, you're in shape. You go off on stage. It's like
Yeah.
cardio and shit. Yeah.
my cardio's going downhill nowadays too. I gotta start doing something. I don't mosh and shit like that anymore. So like that was my cardio. It would like keep me up over the years.
Yeah.
Like, between skating and moshing.
But when you're
But-
not on tour, though, it's like skating, right? Still?
Yeah, a little bit rolling around town. You know, I'm not really doing anything too big. I can't really hurt myself.
Can't now.
Yeah, the kid will run me in circles. I gotta keep up with this dude.
That's what I'm saying, man. Priorities change, dude.
Yeah, he's a firecracker, so I gotta be on my toes with him.
And you don't get hurt to miss a tour either, you know?
Right. I mean, I don't care. I'll pull up with a
fuck
boot.
it.
I don't
Yeah,
give a
fuck
fuck.
it.
I don't have to play guitar, bro.
That's true.
I'll be able to put a headset on me, Britney Spears, John.
Do some Dave Grohl in a seat. Get a throne and shit on stage.
I know.
You can do all that shit.
I'll
Yes,
make it
it's
work.
True. I know that's true.
I put enough into the live shows over the years that I could sit down for a couple.
Take a break, sit one out. So no working out for you.
I need to. Yeah, I'm hoping in the next year I will turn into the gym man I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you get going, it's gonna get And then how's your diet now? Eating good now?
Yeah, I eat mostly at home. I cook all my meals.
Oh, that's
you know what
cool.
I mean, I got super into cooking after the kid because I wanted to make sure I could, feed him, and he's like knowledgeable about the food that he's eating as well.
That's
it was
amazing.
huge for me.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want him to be some like chicken nuggets kid, so I would take him to the grocery with me. We pick out whatever vegetables and shit, and if he
It's amazing, man.
whatever he thinks looks cool, I tell him what it is, and then we go and we cook it.
Yeah. Where it
Mm.
comes from and shit. That's
Yeah,
awesome,
yeah.
yeah. How was it during the pandemic for you besides going vegan? What were you doing at that time?
Oh, melting down
Yeah.
consistently for like. No,
That was a crazy time too, man.
It was crazy because I just had the baby. I didn't know
Okay.
if I could ever tour again. I was like, I think music is done. So what the fuck am I
it
gonna
felt
do with
like
my
it.
life right now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm scared.
Yeah, it was a
And-
scary time, man.
Like I was fucking.
Music was
scared.
on the bottom of the totem pole too. Everything
Right.
you kept saying that was like we're allowed to do was like nobody mentioned music.
Mm.
That was scary.
That was really scary.
Even though music is the most healing fucking thing for people and brings so many people together.
right, but that was just the thing. It brought too many people
Sure.
together.
That's true. It's good for your soul though.
Right.
So you were kind of bugging out during that, yeah.
I was bugging out, so I would fall into these like rabbit holes of like anything I can hyperfixate on to take my mind off of like everything that I was incredibly scared about. So I would like play through all the Yakuza games like front to back, like it's like 8 games. Then I started programming my own game at one point. Like
Wow.
yeah, I do pixel art and stuff, and I could never
Nice.
find anyone to like program it for me.
Okay.
And I had nothing but opportunity sitting there. So on like the nights I would be doing third shift with the baby, make sure it's okay.
Wow.
So my mom would be sleeping, I'd be sitting there just like looking at him, making sure he's good.
Yeah.
Also, but I just hit YouTube and I programmed like a top down like NES looking game, and I was
Holy
doing the
shit.
art for it and the programming like at the same time.
Wow, man.
I ended up burning myself out doing both of them and not really like planning it at all. Just
Yeah.
being like, what feature do I want in this? Just
Damn.
yeah, I just ended up doing shit like that, and by the time I came out of quarantine, I just hit the road again with nothing, and was out with them and went back and forth. But during that time, I just was trying to do anything to keep me from self-destructing. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Are you sober guy or no?
No.
Okay. What's your deal? What do you do?
I
drink.
I drink. I'm a whiskey guy, but I'm definitely a weed man.
Is that whiskey right there? 4 Roses in the back. Oh, that's my wife's favorite drink, man.
Really?
Some shit from Kentucky.
It's
or
a
some
classic.
Shit.
Yeah,
I don't drink. My wife drinks that shit. Yeah.
It's
I drive her to drink for sure.
That's good.
So yours is whiskey. What else?
A whiskey guy. It's mostly a whiskey guy. I don't drink beer. It hurts me. It hurts my stomach, dude. Makes me burp a lot. I don't want to do that.
Okay. What about weed?
Weed is great.
Okay.
Big fan.
Respect.
Love it.
Edibles?
Edibles only for flights and things.
Yeah, that's how you sleep. That's your secret.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that. That's your secret.
That's how you do it.
Damn. Okay. So that you really, besides it, you're really like a heavy partier, dude. Really?
No, not so much.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely had my years of having a good time, but as of right now, there's no real need for it. You know?
Yeah.
Like if I'm in Europe or something, I'm bored. I'll just go out and just engross myself in the local culture like a shitty Anthony Bourdain. Like, who's the fucking bars at? And I just karaoke with like random Romanians until like 5 a.m. Yeah, like
it's
I don't.
Sick though.
No one's got guns. It's not gonna be as bad as Philly. I'll be all right.
Good point, man.
I run fast.
People are pretty friendly too in Europe too.
Yeah, for the most part.
Depending where you go. So you're just in the streets or just checking out the culture and walking around?
Yeah, just talking to people, seeing what's up.
Damn. And the weed's good over there too?
No.
Okay. It's mixed with tobacco, right? Whatever?
Oh, I smoke it like that anyways.
Okay.
Europe has ruined me in that way. But
okay.
It's just a matter of like quality. Like, Amsterdam, shit like that, places like
that.
Yeah. It's good, but once you start getting into the dregs and you got to just find a guy. And you're like, man. You look for like the 3 dudes looking sketchy in a park and you're like, yo, Pip, where can I score weed? I'm looking to score.
So that's your thing.
Yeah, weed immediately, and then
every day.
Yeah.
How about coffee?
Coffee, I love coffee.
Okay, coffee every day too.
Now. Yeah, usually the old poor man speedball.
So that's weed and coffee.
Yeah.
Sick. I didn't know that. Okay. It's a speedball.
Yeah. You gotta bring yourself down and pick yourself up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it weed all day?
Yeah, for the most part.
It's all right. Even on stage?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Mushrooms, too. I like mushrooms a lot.
But not on stage?
Not on stage.
Okay.
Like mushrooms on stage. I'll be smiling.
But you do play sober sometimes?
No, I hate doing it.
Damn, so never.
Sometimes. Like, I did, like, a gig on that Sepultura tour sober.
A gig?
Yeah. I did one of the gigs, and it sucked a lot. I didn't
really?
Like it. Yeah, I get stuck staring at people. You know what I mean? Like,
you get nervous?
No.
If you're not, or no?
The only time I get nervous is like when the front lights are super bright directly in my face.
It's the worst, man.
It takes me completely out of the zone, and that's when I start getting weird and I start doing weird shit. But like, other than that, no, I like to smoke a little bit. It gets me loose.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like I'm in like a performance setting at that point. You know what I mean? It's almost like I don't know, how can I put it? It takes me out and it kind of just puts me in a room.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about it. I kind of just wig the fuck out, make sure I'm facing the crowd. But for the most part, I want it to seem like everybody's looking in on this. Like,
yeah, for sure.
And I think it really helps me do that and like just open, not be anxious. Like I have heavy social anxiety. That's why I smoke so much. Okay. But I talk a lot to calm myself of that half the time. Yeah, if I smoke some weed, I just chill, kick back.
I mean, talking to you now, then seeing videos of you on stage, it's like 2 different people, man.
Yeah, night and day, for sure.
It's crazy, man. Also, Scott Vogel. Shout out to Scott Vogel, who is sober now, who lost crazy weight. Bro, he looks so young, and this is kind of this is his first time he's really performing in Terra sober.
Shout out to Scott fucking Vogel, man.
Legend, bro.
I love you.
Hardcore kid for life, dude. Love Scott.
For real.
But yeah, he's on that shit now. He's walking every day. He's like fucking mad tan. I didn't even recognize him in Europe, bro. He looks crazy, dude. He's 50 years old, though. I mean, You're still young, man.
Yeah, 32, man. I got some time.
You're chilling. All right, so Only Self comes out, and how's that do? At that point, where you guys at with your band? Like, career-wise, like?
We were all like, we're doing all right.
Okay. But it's your first official record, though, full album. So,
yeah, that was the first album, but I also started playing for nothing at that
same time.
So then my time was kind of split between the two.
Damn.
it definitely stifled a little bit. So looking back, it wasn't, the smartest time.
Okay.
Should push the record a little more, but
yeah. And then it's a big gap between that and the next record.
Yeah.
Obviously, pandemic comes, all that shit. Like nobody's fucking. You guys really writing during the pandemic or nothing like that? Nah. You're programming and shit, doing crazy shit.
Yeah, dude. I'm on doing side quests and
being
shit.
a dad too,
yeah,
though, like
dude,
real life shit. Yeah. So that's with 18 to the 23. Wow, that's a couple years. Yeah. Obviously, playing shows in between that.
Yeah, I was like playing some shows, but I was touring a lot with nothing at that time.
Okay.
Just like trying to get my money right, essentially.
So that was the main focus.
Yeah. I mean, I loved playing with the guys and shit like that too, but at that point it was like focus on where the money's coming in right now.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta take care of your dad, man.
You got the kid coming, I gotta stack cheddar, and at that
everything changes, man. Become a dad, man. Especially for the listeners, man. If you're like, even if you're in a hardcore band and you're doing all this shit, whatever you're doing, it's like when you're about to be a parent or you become, the whole world is different. You see the world so different, man. It's like,
dude, in a drop of a hat too. It's just like,
yeah. Are you more emotional now as a dad?
Yeah, hell yeah. I be crying watching movies and shit.
Oh yeah, bro. Mad emo. I love it, dude. You weren't before that?
I mean, like some shit would hit me if it was like something that like I had been packing away about family or something.
Yeah.
I see like a certain thing in a movie. But now like anything.
Nemo, all that shit, bro.
Yeah, anything that's like tearjerker, I fall for it, man. My kid will be like, "Dad, are you fine?" I'm like, "Kid, shut up."
Yeah, and kids bug out when they see you cry too. They get weirded out by it. They're not into it at all.
Like, yo, relax.
But it's so crazy, like when you fucking make a human, bro, and you have to raise this.
You have life, to, bro. Dude. You have to
be there for life.
Yeah, you have to open all those channels, dude. You have to be as like vulnerable as you can with your kid. I think
absolutely, man.
And with that it comes with a lot of like introspective thinking. It comes with ripping yourself apart and building yourself back up. And I had to do that. And I think coming out of the other side is like, you have to be true to your emotions in this world, or else you're gonna eat yourself alive. And
absolutely, man.
At this point, I've fully fallen into that. So yeah, I'd be crying in the movies.
And what about your pops in your life?
He just got out of jail.
Okay. Okay.
But we've been kicking it, you know what I mean? Like trying to get back to basics, but he's been in jail like my whole life. So.
Okay. So then you become a dad, and it's like there's really no reference point for you because you didn't grow up, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So like at that point, either you fumble incredibly hard or you go, okay, well, this is what it means to me to be a good father.
Yeah.
And I had to have that conversation with myself. You know what I mean? I had to figure that out.
Yeah. So you visited your pops growing up and stuff, or?
Like twice. So we didn't really know each other.
Okay.
But he gets out. He got out. Leo was like 1, and I just went and picked him up. It's like
first time meeting him, kind of.
Yeah, like as adults for sure.
Wow, man.
Yeah, because I figured his mom died, and like the rest of his family, they don't really know him, and I don't really know them. And I just knew that he's like essentially coming out into an entirely different world.
It's kind of surreal picking him up and stuff, or no?
Not really. I mean, like at this point, I've been around enough people and talked to so many people in the world that I just like whatever. Just put me in a room. I'll figure it out with whoever.
So I guess a building relationship now.
Yeah, you know what I mean. As much as time allows.
How old is he?
He's like, shit, like 40, 50 something.
Probably my age. Like, it's crazy, yeah.
But he's good people's, man.
Okay.
His name's Tracy. Shout out Tracy.
Nice. That's my dad's name too.
No shit, yo. Are we brothers?
I have his name tattooed on my head. Tracy Lee Morse, man.
Are we brothers?
Dude, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Wow, shout out to Tracy.
Yeah, shout out Tracy. Both of them.
Also, my brother Chappelle Lacey had the same situation. I just had his dad on my podcast.
No shit.
Who's now back in, that's a different story. But yeah, Chappelle's dad wasn't there his whole entire life. You got to meet him later on in life. Yeah. They're rebuilding and shit. Like,
it's cool,
beautiful, man.
To do that. To like, that's what I said earlier. It's super important to see your parents as like people. And like take the time to talk to them and learn their experiences, because you'd be surprised how fucking similar you are to your parents.
Especially when you become a parent, because when you're not, you really don't get it.
Right.
And then you're like, because I had some resentments towards my mom and how she handled things when my dad died, all this other shit, which we've already squashed a million times. But then I became a dad. I'm like, fuck, raising one kid's crazy. You raised 3 boys by yourself. That's fucking,
dude,
so much respect.
What a crazy like realization, right?
Yeah.
Like, same shit. I got 3 brothers, and when I had my kid, I was like, bro, how did you do this? It's like you had your first one at like 15. Like, how did you do this?
So much respect.
Yeah, like it.
But back then, you're kind of rebellious, like fucking. I was too punked for my mom, whatever I was. I'm like, but then it's like, then you could go like, damn, my mom's fucking. She's a legend.
She held it down, bro.
Yeah, she's still here. She's like fucking. Yeah, I don't
Shout
know,
out
man.
Mom Dukes.
Shout out to Mom and Mom Morse.
Mommy Morse.
So that's cool. You reconnected with your pops. That's awesome,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
He's like the most excited about the band, I think, of any of my family members.
Really?
Dude, I'll get an email from like a random thing, and it'll be like, I think I just met your dad in traffic. He showed me you guys. You guys are awesome. And I'm like, word. And like, he'll call me like, Aaron, look, here, take the phone. And it'll be like some guy. He's like, hi. I'm like, hi. He's like, oh, I just wanted to say I really like your band, man.
Dad seen him at the grocery store wearing a shirt or some shit.
Yeah, like not even that. Like he'll just be like, you look like you like metal. You should check out my son's band. And he just promotes nonstop.
Oh my
dude.
God,
It's the sickest thing ever. It's like, it warms my heart because I'm like, if I ever felt
so
like I didn't have support in my life, like he's doing the most now. And I'm like, that's
Did you see you play yet?
Yeah, you see me play a couple of times, and he's, yeah, he was like mind blown. I feel like it's always like the first.
Yeah, man.
But,
first punk show, probably first everything. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
You know, being down for as long as he was, like coming out and seeing some like psycho shit like that, like people
The
flying
son
off
on
of
stage,
shit.
like
Yeah.
fucking flipping and shit.
Yeah.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, he barely knows me, so to just walk out to that, it's like, oh shit, like you are doing things. That's
And
like,
all your other brothers are chilling with him too.
yeah, I mean, one of my brothers lives in like Louisiana. One
Are you
lives,
tight with your brothers?
yeah, for the most part.
That's cool.
You know, brothers go back and forth, but
Totally.
we were always raised to like stay by each other no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's beautiful. Damn, so back to I watched the video for FTBS, dude. Fuck the bullshit. Great video. I love all like the kind of like behind the scenes funny shit at the end.
Yeah.
That's the last video that came out?
Yeah, that was the last one we did.
Yeah.
I love that video. Shout out to Lewis for cutting that up because that was a little stressful on him, like on tour, but also like filming shit and then cutting the video. But I think it has a certain charm to it that I love about.
Yeah, it's all
this,
it's like a mini doc, man.
Yeah.
So that's from the So Unknown that came out in 2023.
Yes, sir.
So you guys are working on they're playing those songs now. It's kind of a touring for that.
Yeah, just like really pushing those and hammering them in. Like I always feel like our songs hit a lot crazier live.
Yeah.
But and that's kind of what I want to do. I want to put some of these songs in front of people so they know what it feels like, and you know.
Yeah. Do you like playing new songs live? It's fucking annoying, man.
It is annoying. Like it's annoying only because people don't know it yet.
I know.
Because
Because you have all the songs that people go crazy for. You
like,
have to throw in the mix.
Yeah, like you're stoked about it because like, I'm playing something new finally.
Totally.
Like I'm doing something new. Let's go. I have this fire. And you get out there, everyone's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Always just stand there and shit.
Like this is.
But pretty soon they will. I mean, that's a good thing with the internet too. I guess for people seeing stuff, hearing it before the band comes to town, whatever. Like you're talking about the Speed thing, how they got really big during the pandemic before they even played a real show.
Right.
And then by the time they play, everybody knows their fucking songs, man.
Right.
Internet's so powerful with that shit, dude.
Very much so.
Are you on the internet a lot? Are you big on social media?
Yeah, I used to spend a lot of my time on social media, but not so much anymore. Like it's kind of like a Herculean effort to get me to post half the time.
Yeah.
I think I've just been burnt out on it.
It's a necessary evil though for music, man.
Absolutely is, and that's why I have to do
dude.
it. So, but it's like pulling teeth sometimes. Like I love Twitter or X or whatever, but it's like super dark now.
It's crazy dark,
like,
man.
My For You page is just hella racist shit, and then people getting smoked. And then the other side is like most of the people have abandoned the app, so it's like some funny shit will still pop up. But I usually use it to talk about video games at this point, or like post about like if we drop a new song.
It's crazy political, just all that. It's just fucking
dude
dark. Dude.
Yo, honestly, fuck you, Elon, because as soon as he took it over, like my feed, like during the election, it literally is just like anti-black shit nonstop. It's like, how do you think this is for me? Like, what what data did you see on my phone that you think that I want to be seeing this stuff? And it'll be like just nonstop shit, or like just incredibly racist shit all the time. And I don't know if it's a troll, like he's trying to fuck with people, like see how much people will take before they leave the app or something like that. You know?
Interesting, actually, yeah.
Because people were eating him alive on that app for a while.
Yeah,
and then he bought that shit and was like, yeah, well, now what?
That's fucking crazy power move, man.
Immediately went to being this like fucking right-wing powerhouse of a media thing. And then, you know, people are starting to get off of it. And I think he's like trying to tank it on purpose. That's my fucking theory.
Wow, man.
I think he's trying to tank it.
just to start it all over again with this all the one thinking kind of. I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
It's such a crazy time with all that politics and social media. I think social media makes everything worse. Made the pandemic more worse, more scary.
Yeah.
All the politics, presidents tweeting and fucking posting shit, dude. It's overwhelming, man.
Yeah, like it kills my respect for people pretty fast.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of people, I don't need to know your thoughts and comments.
Yeah.
Like we'd be better off just seeing each other and I'd be like, "What up, pimp?" You know.
Totally.
That's
Even
all.
presidents, it was so different when we had presidents that just did your thing. You voted, you paid attention to the news, but it wasn't every day. Like presidents talking shit about other leaders and fucking memes and shit.
That's like high school shit.
High school shit, yeah.
And now you're doing it for our country.
It's scary, man. And like the president's got, I mean, when the president first got elected, my son was like, "This guy's the president." My son was super young. He's like, "He's a meme in our school."
Yeah.
Like Trump was a meme that kids made fun of.
Yeah.
And he's the leader. It's fucking bananas, man. And this seeing the whole country, how everything just went down politically. I don't get into politics on this fucking pod, but it was just like, holy fuck.
Yeah, luckily I was not here for all that stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Pretty dope. But people over there were like, "Yo."
How we look,
like,
how Americans look fucking from over there, bro.
Yeah, like it's trying to explain like your friends fuck up to somebody, you know, like bro, like, yeah, of course I love him, but like I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it was like that, like, yo, I don't even look. That's America, bro. I'm not even around. Like, I'll get back to it,
but for the second time, we must look crazy to people overseas, man.
Yeah, like I think that the internet has showed us that people don't take Americans seriously very much, like publicly.
Yeah,
like and I'm okay with that because America truly believes that we're like the best fucking place in the world.
Yeah.
But at the moment I started traveling elsewhere, I was like, oh, this shit is dope.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go back there, bro. Like,
the
elevator is fast here, bro. I'm not going back to America.
Yeah.
Like infrastructure, like everything.
Healthcare,
everything. They care about you in other places.
I know, man.
That's just nuts.
The food's better than like fucking GMO. It's like healthier bread, healthier everything there, man.
Yeah.
Vegetables, everything. There's so much chemicals and all of our shit over here, man.
So that really opened my eyes.
Yeah, traveling, seeing the world. Yeah.
Worldview, you know what I mean?
A lot of people don't even leave their fucking town, man.
Yeah, that bubble mentality is real.
It really is, yeah.
And it's scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
No, it is. Like, it's crazy.
It's scary as hell.
There's people that never met a black person their entire life and that are racist because what they read online or see anything, they never even left their fucking town.
Right.
Meanwhile, we have more in common with people than we fucking think, and the internet makes it fucking worse, man.
Right, of course.
You know what I mean? There's so many people. I don't know. It's so divided. It's like really depressing, man. It's just fucking. Just try to stay in my lane, do my shit, and play music and do what we do. You know what I mean? Like, it's a crazy world, bro.
It's easier that way, I feel. You know? Like,
you stay away from the politics shit. You pay attention to it?
Yeah, I pay attention to it for sure. I try, like, I don't know. It's weird. I don't want my band to just become like a solely political band as much as I used to want to. Yeah. You know? Because at this point, I feel like it's just super tiring.
That's all people see every fucking day. Yeah. They want to escape from that shit.
Exactly. This is an escape, and hopefully.
They want to go crazy, man.
Like, we all know it's fucked up.
Totally.
I don't think they need me to tell them that anymore.
Yeah. But that's a really good point, man.
I'm sure I'll write some political songs at some point again.
For sure.
Like, I'm screaming into the echo chamber at this point. Like, everybody feels the same way as me. We just can't really change much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're trying. We're doing our part.
Trying our hardest, yeah. But sometimes doing our part don't really change nothing.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, the sad reality of it.
I know.
So at this point, I'm just trying to think of the shit that I can change.
Yeah.
The things that I can do. Make sure my family's healthy and safe. Make sure my peoples are good.
Yeah, you know, that's the most important thing. And also, you know, about the hardcore scene now, I feel like this is a world, small world, in the big world where it's all diverse. There's so many different walks of life. There's so many people going from fucked up families, weirdos, misfits, still, and they're having these fucking beautiful shows where people can be themselves and go fucking off and look the way they want to look. And that's a beautiful thing. That's what the whole world should fucking be.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like in this band's like 7 Seconds who sang about this shit in the 80s and people were still fighting during Walk Together. Yeah. And they were talking about diversity. And now the shit's actually happening, which I think as a 54-year-old doing a hardcore band, like it's a beautiful thing to see the diversity in hardcore.
I agree.
It's an amazing place, man.
I wholeheartedly agree.
It can be very judgmental too, and like
It's
always been like that.
It's always like that, right?
But it's a place where people can go feel fucking safe and escape all this other shit. And that's one thing that really hasn't changed in hardcore. I mean, at a time in the early '90s, it was really violent in New York, and people stopped going to shows because they were scared.
A little wild, yeah.
It was a little wild, people with hammers and shit. But that was a little scary because you're trying to avoid that kind of shit. People coming from crazy home lives and all this stuff. And now it just, when I go to shows now and see bands, it's just fucking so cool, man. I don't know, man. It's a beautiful time.
I'm absolutely with you on that. And I think that's kind of why I hate the gatekeeper mentality as much as I do, is because, you know, you never know who's going to love this shit. You never know whose life you're going to change by showing them this shit. You know what I mean? Like, this shit came along at a point in my life where I really needed it, you know? And I feel like that's true for a lot of people, and they were able to find comfort and community in this. Yeah. And that's a beautiful thing. Why not share that with the world? You know what I mean?
It saves people's lives, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I just wonder if there's any other genre like that does that. I mean, I hope it is for other genres like metal, all that other shit, you know? Mm-hmm. I just feel like hardcore is just so fucking special. And it's still like something where people, when you tell like a civilian what kind of music you play, they're like, hardcore, like you have to say like punk or Green Day or not like Metallica. They still don't, people think it's so big, but it's still very small, that word, you know, that scene. And like, it's something so special that we get to be part of, man, you know? It's fucking...
Like, I feel honored to have been in the know before it blew up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, like I've experienced some crazy shows over the years, you know? And, you know, at that time it was awesome, but I just don't think there's a space for a lot of the shit that used to happen back then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we want things to prosper, if we want things to... And everyone learned that over the years. Like, every fucking town, everyone goes crazy. They shut down a bunch of VFWs, and no one's got fucking venues for a while. Yeah. And they start letting people do it again. Everyone's like, all right, we got to chill, y'all. And then some new kids come in and do it again. But it seems like nowadays everyone is on the same page of like, yo, we got to take care of our shit.
They respect the community and look out for each other. Yeah.
Like the years of having a drought because there's no VFWs that'll allow anybody to play. Like
or churches and shit like that.
Or churches, like any kind of venue like that.
Yeah.
Like it takes the community to hold something like that together, because Lord knows everybody doesn't have like, you know, the couple $100 it takes to rent a room out somewhere or something like that. So these venues are super important. Yeah. But I just think that everything getting a little softer and everything, like, you know, people coming in and the new kids coming in droves, it's doing nothing but enriching the scene, I feel. You know?
Yeah, and everybody comes from somewhere. Everybody's been called a poser before. Everybody's like been to their first show. And I know that, I also feel like Turnstile people want to say they're hardcore or not. They're one of my favorite bands, and the kids are hardcore in their messages. And because of them, I think they've opened so many doors and minds of so many different walks of life, from the bands they take on tour, from the T-shirts they wear, from like Trapped in the Rice connections to Angel Dust, all that whole community. It's fucking sick.
Dude, the one thing I'll always say about Turnstile is people downplay their sound now, but when they first came out, people were getting fucking cleared at the gig, boy. Things were getting smoked at the Turnstile gig.
Yeah, it was hard.
7 was great. You know, fucking Step the Rhythm was awesome. Yeah. You know what I mean? What was it? Fucking Pressure to Succeed. Mm-hmm. Incredible. Like, those riffs were crazy. People were moshing, like, for the fucking fences. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shooting for the moon with some of that shit. And I remember it. So the fact that they're chilling now and playing these big shows, good.
And still the same kids,
still the same ones. Yeah.
No, it's awesome, man.
I back it. I think it's the perfect trajectory of a band.
Yeah.
No, like, if you're out there and you're listening and you're some young kid and you're like, oh, Turnstile, I don't like it. Shut up, dude. We fuck with them. We back them. The community backs them.
Yeah, you know and also like what someone else's definition of hardcore is different to me and you.
Right.
With different generations. You know what I mean? It doesn't have this. It's more of a spirit to me, and it's not a sound or a look or a style. It's how we live our lives. It's how we fucking treat other people. It's how we carry ourselves. It's a spirit. It's a spirit of youth, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are big fucking kids. We get to play this crazy music and have people jump on us and shit. Yeah. And we're dads and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not doing normal shit, bro. It's not really normal. Right. In society, we're not, you know? I don't know.
It's definitely fringe stuff, but it's awesome nonetheless.
So awesome. So what are some of your influences now with Jesus Piece? Has it changed throughout the years?
I mean, my personal shit, like vocally, nah, I don't really have any influence vocally. I mean, like, there are people that I really respect and love. And It's definitely John from Obituary. I loved his voice. Fucking Mike Score, All War. He's had a psycho voice.
Okay.
Yeah, I love his voice. Dwid, of course.
I put Integrity here. Yeah, Integrity. Yeah,
dude, it's
Dead
really,
Guy maybe, or like
that guy was all right.
Even Terror vibes to me. I don't know, man.
Yeah. Oh, and Scott's voice is powerful.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I always liked people who sounded a little unhinged when they sing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can hear like technique, and you can hear like someone who like, you know, like this is what my sound is. It's like a mid-range thing, and that's all right.
Yeah.
But when you get people that will leave like that, like those weird quirks in the voice, and just like really push it,
it's a pure emotion, dude.
Exactly.
It's not
Exactly, dude. And
yeah.
that I feel like the music needs that.
Yeah.
That's what really sends it over the top for me.
Yeah. I hate like all the genres too. Like I was like doing some research on you guys. Like it's like metalcore, or death metal, or punk industrial.
No one really knew what to call us.
Yeah. But to me, it's hardcore because you're a hardcore kid. You're a hardcore. Those are your influences. Like the band plays hardcore shows. You play with fucking Sepultura, and Derek's a hardcore dude. Yeah. Shout out to Derek Green.
Derek Green,
one of your favorite old heads. You told me. I love when you said that, man. Derek's the best, dude.
Me and Derek was
sweetheart, bro.
I would just be bothering him, bust up in the Sepultura room. Yo, what's good? Follow, never like looking at me. Like,
he's got crazy stories growing up with Dwid and all that shit too.
Yeah, he's told me a couple. I didn't know they were all like housemates and all that shit.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Derek's one of the best fucking humans. Shout out to Derek on tour right now, Sepultura, somewhere in the world. But hardcore kid, Outface. You know what I mean? My vegan brother since the 80s, fucking same shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's the best. I was so happy he was taking you guys out too.
Yeah, it was really cool of him, man.
Are you listening to new hardcore bands? You pay attention? Do you go to shows and shit when you can still?
When I can, yeah, I'll pop over to Bonks. It's like right around the corner from my house, like a little venue that opened up. But like it's a bar, but they started doing shows there a lot recently.
That's cool.
So when I am home and I'm not like completely tuckered out or like on baby mode, I'll pop in there for a gig, or I'll go down to like the church, pop into some shit. One saw Haywire and like Chromax's stuff the other day.
How was that?
Sick as hell. I had Leo there with me, yeah.
Wow.
He was
Chromax killed it too?
Yeah.
Damn. You didn't mosh because you had your kid?
No.
What's the last show you moshed that went crazy?
Oh my God. So there's a show that I moshed at and I didn't go crazy. I was just kind of having some fun. And there was a show that I actually did go crazy at, and I kicked a massive chunk out of my leg on like a metal pole.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, in Stockholm.
Stockholm?
Yeah, yo, they covered Irate and then they covered Shattered Realm back to back.
Shattered Realm, oh shit.
I was
Shout out Shattered Realm.
Yeah, they just dropped some shit too. Shout out to them. But yeah, I was like, fuck it, son. We running it up. And like Stockholm, like Sweden right now has such a sick scene. Like it's at like
that's what I heard.
Kids are coming out and it's like finally click,
okay.
You know. And I mean, they were always had a cool scene, but
yeah,
kids are coming out in droves now, and everyone was there. It felt like a hardcore gig from back home. And I had the spirit. I was filled with the spirit. You know what I mean? And I hit the pit, yo, and I don't think they're used to niggas moshing like that out there. And I was just trashing fools. And I threw this kick, like hard kick. And there were people standing there, but I didn't realize that there was like these metal like things.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I kicked this fucking thing through my sock. It ripped a huge chunk, like just white meat. It had to be like this big on my leg.
Fuck.
So I had to dress this wound all through like the second half of the tour. Like,
do you go to the hospital or anything? No.
No.
Stitches or nothing?
No. I would just kept
probably like $20 there, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just conditioned to just not do it because of America.
Bro.
But I was just cleaning it out every day, and I would go to like the medic tents or whatever fest we're pulling up. Like, yo, I need some fucking shit for my leg.
How did it heal? Okay.
Kind of. It's like a huge black spot on my leg. Like, but
think infected though. At least you took care of it. Yeah.
Yeah. They were like surprised at how good. But the one doctor at like Pukal Pop, we were there.
Good festival. Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I need to dress this. You know what I mean? Like, you guys have any like second skin or something like that? And he looked at it. He looked at me. He's like, what did you do to your leg? I was like, well, I was dancing. And I was like, I kicked the pole, man. I kicked the pole. And he's like, this is like a contusion. Like it's so bad that it opened up because you kicked it so hard. Like it was so swollen, dude. And on top of that, a wound on top of the swelling.
Fuck, man.
I kicked this shit so hard, and I just kept it pushing. I don't know, like
damn.
In the moment, I don't feel it all. You know what I mean?
Of course, adrenaline. Yeah.
Later on, I'm like, I'm feeling a little crazy.
Put ice on it.
My sock. No.
It's crazy. The skin's hanging off, dude.
Dude, it came off with my sock. When I put my sock down, it just was.
It was on the sock.
It was on the sock.
It's fucking nasty.
It was gross. I don't know.
Holy shit. Oh, yeah. At least it healed, though.
Yeah, it healed all right. But it used to be like, yeah.
Damn.
It was just all white, dude. What to the white meat.
So that's the last time you really fucking...
That was the first, last time I was like, I'm getting it in. But I was moshing at that show we did at Salty's with Invoke was playing and the kids weren't moshing. I was like, I'm about to mosh. Fuck this.
Damn.
And I did like 3 spin kicks and some dude got it on video and it was just going around like crazy. I was like, this guy's crazy.
Oh, I seen that.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I seen that video. That was you. That's right. That shit went crazy, bro.
I was just fucking around. I was being nice, bro.
Dude. That's fucking amazing, man.
Well, everyone knew me as like the kid who would just be moshing way too fucking hard at gigs. So like, bands would come through Philly and I'd be tearing people up.
You've been the one going hard.
Yeah, like every band, you know. And I feel like, that was my thing. I was a mosher.
Think you retire from moshing someday?
Someday, yeah.
You're still young though, man.
Every time I pull up, I'm like, nah, I ain't moshing. So fucking creeping my way over there. See me start taking my glasses off. Everyone's like, oh shit.
Oh, you take it off?
Yeah, I gotta take them off, dude. Spin too fast.
What is some type of music you listen to that people might like be surprised you listen to, like
jazz fusion?
Jazz fusion.
I'll be bumping Jean-Luc Ponty all the time.
Okay. Is it relaxing?
Incredibly relaxing.
Okay.
Yeah, I love like George Benson.
Okay.
Fucking who else I be bumping?
Because people always think you're in the hardcore, but you listen to hardcore all day.
All the time. No, I'll be listening to Slow Dive nonstop.
Slow Dive. Okay.
Yeah, I love Slow Dive. I love Lush.
Lush, sick.
Lush is incredible. I like any kind of old shit like that.
It's some mellow shit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, anything. It has to be like I need like my yin and the yang for stuff. You know, I've been listening to people yell at me for a long time, and I have to do it. I just need to relax when I am home, and then I can go back to being crazy when I'm back.
Yeah.
Out. But yeah, I listen to just really chill shit all
That's
the time.
nice. What about new hip hop? You pay attention to new groups?
No. I don't want to be.
I saw Uzi Vert's from Philly too.
He is.
My son loves Uzi Vert. Yeah.
Yeah, the kids love Uzi.
The kids love it.
I respect it.
Not my thing.
Not my thing.
You like old school shit?
Exactly. Like New York shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Philly shit.
Yeah, Philly and New York.
Like, grew up on the Locks and shit. Like
Locks is sick.
I'm not trying to. Yeah. I don't want to. I'm not trying to break nobody down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I respect
Jada
it
Kiss,
all.
bro.
Jada was an animal.
Versus, incredible, man. They
Yeah.
killed Dipset, man. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Man. That was incredible.
I love Dipset, but
I know, me too. They joke about it now. I saw Jim Jones talk about that. Like they said that they got fucking. I saw Cameron saying they were in the zone, and then he did the Biggie freestyle, and he said he knew it was over.
It was over
because he's still talking about it now. That was fucking legendary, man.
Yeah, that I thought the versus shit was really really clever.
That was like the best one.
Yeah,
that was my favorite.
I'm
one.
a huge Jizza head too. Yeah,
sick, man.
Fucking Liquid Swords is like one of my favorite.
Incredible, man.
Of all time.
Incredible album.
Yeah, but that's all the shit I used to skate to, right?
Yeah.
So like I needed some smooth shit to like center my mind, like old jazz beats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, ill flow.
How about Gangstar?
Gangstar I was never too huge on, but
It's like a lot of jazz vibes. Yeah.
yeah, there's a couple songs that I had learned through like skate videos and
Okay.
stuff for Gangstar, but
Wu-Tang for sure.
I love Wu, of course. ODB is
Best.
my shit. You know what I mean? Like almost all of them guys I liked a lot, but Nas early on, of course.
Yes.
But it's just like all the usual stuff.
Tribe,
of course. Yeah, I love Tribe.
Best.
Leaders of the
K-Lot.
New.
Leaders of the New School, incredible,
loved
man.
it.
Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Underrated, bro.
What's he doing now?
I
He's
don't
too
know.
good.
He's underrated. I don't know where he's at.
C. Brown was.
I saw him perform back in the day, NYU, man. with the UMCs.
That's nuts.
Yeah, I think maybe third base. Yeah.
That I'm legitimately jealous. Like New York
about
had so
Leaders.
much cool shit going on around that
know.
time. I thought
Native
Leaders
Tongues.
was great. Fucking Leaders breaking up on Yo MTV Raps is still one of the
Oh,
craziest
that's
videos
right.
ever.
It did happen like that.
Like on the camera,
Fuck.
Busta me mugging the camera and shit.
He's still killing it though, man.
Yeah, I love Busta. That was like
Incredible
he's one of my
performer,
like
man.
influences creatively big time. Like
Okay.
outside of him and like Andre 2000 and shit, like
Dude.
those were dudes that were just doing weird shit in the 2000s and the 90s.
When it wasn't cool and
When it wasn't cool.
I know, man.
They didn't give a fuck, and I loved that because I was always the black sheep. I was always weird. I didn't give a fuck about that. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's what Daylight too, with all the Daisy Age and all that shit. When they
Mhm.
came out, that was totally different, man. The hippie shit.
right.
Fucking and Black Sheep and fucking Chi Ali. Fuck, dude, the Native Tongues was like, I love Queen Latifah growing up too, man.
I like Queen Latifah.
She had a VHS store by my house in Jersey City, and she'd be in there. She had her own like You could rent. It was like a video store back in the
Yeah.
day, and you go rent VHS. She'd be working in there.
No
was her
shit.
spot.
Yo, that's cool as hell.
Yeah, in Jersey City. Yeah, but I fucking Onyx. All that shit was my
Onyx
shit
is
back
lit.
then. Brand Nubian.
Yo, Brand Nubian is good.
Great, man. New York had the best shit.
I agree.
But
Like,
Philly doesn't get a lot of love for hip hop.
They
The Roots,
don't.
the fucking Roots.
The fucking Roots.
Damn, underrated, bro.
Nah, you know what? I would have to say no. Yes,
No?
yes, but no. The Roots, the band, I don't think is underrated.
Homeboy is.
But Black Thought
Black
for
Thought
sure
is,
is
dude,
underrated
yeah.
because he is an
Kills
animal.
it, dude.
He was that sway. Was it the Sway in the Morning shit where he was
Yeah.
just rapping for like hours?
Yeah.
Just the illest freestyle ever.
He's doing shit with De La Soul now.
Good.
He's doing all kinds of shit. Like he was on the he put together a bunch of the specials on TV they did for the Hip Hop 50th. He was doing all that shit, and
Good.
Roots was the backing band. Yeah, the Roots, bro. Fuck,
Black
dude.
Thought's the shit. But
He is. He's very underrated, man, in people's tops.
But even outside of that, like Philly hip hop or the rap shit was going crazy when I was in high school.
Okay.
That's when Meek was battling, Joey Jahad was battling, Reed Dollaz, all these like incredible rappers were like in the city doing shit and like really, really, really rapping them guys. Like they were putting their whole ankle in this shit.
Yeah.
And just trying to get on, just trying to pull themselves out of the city.
Yeah.
And even prior to that, growing up, I was only bumping fucking State Prop shit. Young
State
Chris
Property,
and
yeah.
Leaf, I was Oshino, Sparks, all that shit. Like that was
State Property was big. Yeah, man.
incredible.
Yeah.
Fucking thanks, Jay-Z.
Yeah, thanks, Jeez. Also, fucking Beanie Siegel's a real one too, man. Beanie Siegel's
Very real
so
one.
legit, man. I
Shout
heard
out
stories
Beans.
from people that know. Yeah. Also, Freeway too. He's going through some health shit too. He's still.
Hope he's all right.
Yeah. How about that Philly? That beard. That's a whole.
Yeah, the Sunni beard, like that. Everybody got one.
Yeah.
Like even when I was younger, I was like, I can't wait till I get a
Really?
fucking beard. Yeah, I'd be trying to brush my beard that wasn't
That's
there.
mainly a Philly thing, though, right?
Big time Philly area.
Okay.
Shit. Yeah, like, but there's a lot of Muslim, like black Muslims in Philly.
Okay.
So everybody's growing their shit out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I it's just like a part. You know what I mean? A part of me.
Yeah. Yeah. Philly's sick. Philly gets not so much props. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, definitely need more props on the hip hop side, but I don't really know too much coming out of the city now. I think Skrilla, he's dropping some shit from around like Kensington area.
Did you ever rhyme or anything? Want to?
On my own time.
Okay.
I probably would. Like,
Did you have a name? Did you have an MC name or anything? Or
nah,
no? Okay.
I would never get that far, but I would like write a couple raps here and there.
Yeah.
We had like the green box. I'd be like, yo, kicking rhymes.
Yeah, I love. I mean, I probably have more knowledge on hip hop than hardcore. I grew up more in hip hop than hardcore.
Yeah.
But I always loved hip hop so much, but I would never try to rhyme because I don't disrespect myself.
Yeah.
I just want to be a fan still. Like, but I got to meet. I met Tupac when he had no tattoos. I got crazy stories. Being in the House of Pain video as a kid and Onyx Slam video, just like being in New York at that time because hardcore and hip hop really was together back then in New York. You know what I mean? Like,
I love that about that time.
I know, man.
You know what I mean?
Biohazard, Onyx.
Yeah.
Fucking all that shit. Mobb Deep doing a Sick of It All remix of Survival of the Fittest. Is all kinds of shit back then.
Mm-hmm.
I love that now that all the genres are just because for me growing up on the skate videos it was only punk rock. Then later on in the 90s it was like mostly hip hop on the soundtracks of skate videos. And I love how skateboarding and hip hop, all that shit just merged in like one beautiful thing. It's like not just Do you know what I'm saying? Like
it's all counterculture at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, and all the genres kind of blend together. It's like skateboarding's so fucking sick.
I agree.
I still skate. I got hurt like a year ago skating like a 9-foot. Our boys can ramp in Malibu. It's like a 9-foot ramp with 1 foot of vert. And I was dropping in. I did a rock and roll. I was like, cool. And I tried doing hand plant. I was just like, I fucked my knee up. I haven't skated since. But
I don't blame you.
My wife worked at the barracks for like 11 years. So my son grew up. My son grew up kind of skating there, learning how to skate there too.
You probably learned from some good people.
Yeah. Like those dudes who were showing him shit. Shout out to Chris Cole too from Philly.
Yeah.
Chris Cole from Philly.
Oh yeah.
Brandon Novak from Philly.
Yeah, Brandon Novak. Huh? I think I walked past him at a restaurant the other day.
Really?
I didn't want to blow up his spot.
That's my dude, man. He's awesome.
I was like, I look like, all right. And I just kept walking.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be like, yo, respect, dog.
He's still in Philly.
Yeah. Tell him I said what's up.
I will, dude. Jedi Mind Tricks too.
Yo, Jedi Mind Tricks, yeah.
Oh, I thought about that. 4 year. I got some other one notes. 4 Year Strongs from there.
4 Years Strong.
Soul Glow, Ink and Dagger, Painted Black, Kid Dynamite, Dead Milkman.
Yeah, I know all the Soul Glow cats like real well. You know,
Some Philly bands.
We were coming around and up over the city there on that time. Dead Milkman, you said?
Yeah.
Love them, yeah.
Best, dude.
Punk rock girl.
Punk rock girl. That's the shit. That was.
Give me a chance.
And yeah. What else, man? Trying to say. Are you optimist or pessimist?
I try to be an optimist
Yeah.
at this point in time.
I can feel that from you. Yeah.
Because if I don't, then I will go downhill fast. So if I'm on top of it, hopefully everybody around me will also be doing that. But the moment there's like a shitty energy, I start feeding off of that and I start going down. So I always try to keep myself up.
I can feel the energy from you. You got a good positive, you know what I mean?
That and becoming a dad, like you don't want to be fucking putting that in the world. Kids sense that shit like so fast.
Yeah, man.
So you have to check yourself, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that a big part of it has to do with that. I'm like so much more patient with everyone now, and I want everyone to be okay.
Are you more chill now?
A lot more chill.
Yeah, you seem chill. Yeah.
A lot more
I feel
chill.
I feel like the music's very therapeutic for you, probably writing and
Massively.
everything.
Yeah, like, you know, most people don't have an outlet, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm blessed to have an outlet that will take all of my energy and put it somewhere positive.
For sure.
So as soon as
just
I get
your writing and everything, probably. You journal and shit too, or no?
I don't journal so much anymore,
Okay.
just because like sitting down to do something like that is like a Herculean effort.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, just ADHD brain shit. Like I have to be doing something that I really want to do. But for a second, like I was doing therapy and they had me journaling and like, you know, just to get my thoughts out of my head instead of just to scramble and like figure shit out on the go kind of situation.
Yeah.
And I think that was super helpful for me at the time, you know. Probably still would be helpful.
Did you like therapy? Did you like it?
I love therapy, to be honest. I think there's like a less of a stigma around it now.
Absolutely, man.
But I always tell everyone, I was like, it's really just starting. Like that's where the fear comes from, starting. But once you get going and you start talking and you realize how nice it feels to just kind of get shit off or just like,
talk to like a stranger, man.
Yeah, like it changes everything for, you know, I think a man and an adult male.
Yeah.
We all probably need that shit a little
100%.
bit.
I did it last year. And I want to do it more this year, man.
Yeah.
I got nervous too. I did it a couple of times. Just like nobody in my family's done it. My brothers, my mom, nobody's ever. I was the first one to do it. You know.
Yeah, I told one of my brothers, like, you should check out therapy. He looked at me like I asked him if he wanted to smoke crack with me or something, bro. I was like, it's not that bad, dude.
My brother's like, how is it? Like, it's some crazy thing. I'm like, it's cool. I just talked to like, I don't know. I think it's good. I think it's cool. We can talk about that as adults. Like, it's okay to talk to somebody.
Right.
Because some generations or before, I see it in our families, like, keep everything inside. Don't say anything.
Yeah.
People fucking snap. They fucking
walk into the pool with a tool belt on type shit. Like, you can't. You have to talk about your problems.
Yeah.
Like, you have to do it.
And
dude.
so we are lucky because we have music. We can write lyrics. We can talk about things in the live and get it out.
Yeah,
it's beautiful, man.
I think with writing songs like that too, and like being cathartic about things, when people do appreciate your music, you know they appreciate it because it's coming from
somewhere real.
Like understanding and like empathy and like that reassurance is like super helpful sometimes.
For sure,
you
man.
know? As an artist, like it's easy to beat yourself down about what you do and like
we're like our worst critics, man. It's so hard to.
But that's also what makes us great, right?
Yeah.
And you know,
good point.
It takes sometimes someone coming up and being like, yo, that was really awesome. And like, thanks for doing what you do. It's like, thank you, man.
It's amazing. Somebody just writing about things you went through that can just inspire people and other people going through the same thing.
Yeah. Like, I was working at the arcade maybe 2 days ago, like right before I came here. I worked a shift over there. And I met a young lady named Caroline, and she had like just started a band with her boyfriend. So I was doing vocals. And she stopped. She's like, this is probably like really awkward and, you know, like stupid that I'm doing this. And I was just like, bro, it's not. Like, it's truly not.
Yeah.
Like, I needed to hear this more than you know, honestly. Like,
true.
And you never know. Maybe they do need to hear it. Maybe if they don't and they're being a dick, like, let them, like, fuck them then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just not the person I am. I'm going to stop to talk to whoever. And
me too, man.
I just had to tell her, like, yo, the same thing I just talked to you about, essentially. Like, you never know, like, who needs the reassurance and, like, put a lot on the line.
Everybody's going through it, man.
Hard on the sleeve, you know, to do this kind of shit.
Yes.
And it takes a lot out of you. So, you know, stopping to tell someone that you appreciate their work, don't ever feel weird about that.
Yeah.
Unless you're, like, fucking, like, really tearing into them in, like, like a store. They're trying to buy something. But, like,
but still,
Yeah, like, taking that time to just be like, thanks for what you do.
I know what it's like going up to somebody I admire and telling them the same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Meeting some of my heroes and shit and telling them what they meant to me. So
right.
I know what that's like. When like, yeah. What about, do you put pressure on yourself for writing stuff or like?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I like, even more so now because like, I want it to be good. I want it to be, you know, solid. But you know, finding a lane in my life now where I want to write about things. Like I feel more weird about writing about certain shit now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking about it more. Like I'd write super depressive songs early on, but now I'm like,
Okay.
my kid's gonna fucking listen to this, dude. Like
I'm
a little
so
worried.
my dad was going through it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't really want to be putting this like message out in the world like that. But also, it's the music we make. You know what I mean? Like it's a part of it. And I sometimes struggle to find like a comforting like lane with it. But I think that's also a good thing too, to like be challenging yourself and trying to do what you're not used to.
Yeah, man, pushing yourself. Yeah,
right.
Being uncomfortable about it and just getting it out. Yeah, it's a great way to express ourselves, man. It's fucking. Awesome. You psyched for the show tonight?
Yeah, I'm stoked, honestly.
Do you have any rituals before you go on besides warming up?
Smoke a joint. Fucking.
You don't stretch out or nothing?
Sometimes, yeah. Like if I'm feeling like the Tin Man, I'll do some stretches. You know, rusty joints. I'll bounce a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like bounce like side to side. You know, like this.
Yeah.
Just get my ankles warmed up so I don't fucking tear something.
Be careful. I know, man.
Yeah, like one of the homies like ripped his Achilles doing like a guest vocal spot one year, and I was like,
really?
You weren't even doing shit in your Achilles pop, bro. That scares me. So like,
shit.
I always like try to stretch my calves and shit. Like at least.
Yeah.
I be jumping a lot and shit.
Yeah, you do,
man.
man.
Just like I gotta make sure I'm not gonna like 30 years old, bro. Like that's when the knees start getting a little weird in the back.
What shoes you rock on stage? You wear like good shoes?
No.
You know when like flat-footed Vans.
Derek was yelling at me about this.
Man.
He's like, you gotta get some QCs.
You gotta get some Ons. I got wearing Ons right now. Yeah.
OCs.
Ons, yeah.
What
are you rocking on stage?
I've been rocking Sambas and they've been kicking my ass.
It's Sambas. Oh, yeah.
Sambas
look sick, but
yeah, they're not doing me.
Especially your back and jumping, you go hard.
Yeah, doing stomps and shit.
Are you against wearing like some bouncy shoes?
Yeah, like having a heel on me like that, like it feels crazy.
But you jump higher though, man. It's crazy.
Yo, honestly, if I'm wearing Air Maxes, I'm sanding it, baby. Like,
Air Maxes,
I'm up in the air, but like, I don't know, like, there's something about. I think it's skateboarding that did this for me. I need to feel the ground under my feet.
Yeah,
I need to feel control.
That's interesting.
You know what I mean? Like even driving with Air Maxes on, I fucking hate doing it. You know what I mean? Just because I don't
feel like platforms or some shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm super sensitive.
So you want to be connected to the ground, but that makes sense.
Yeah. But
just be careful. That shit catch up to you, man. Jumping up and down, fucking.
Yeah.
Because when you get older and shit, fuck.
Yeah, plantar fasciitis and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Do you have any major regrets in your life?
Oh shit.
This is always a hard one, or like
God damn.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You can say no.
Yes, not spending more time with my grandmother before she passed.
Oh man, that's heavy.
Massive regret.
Word.
Not being there for my dog when she just died like a couple weeks ago, for sure. But I think those are my two biggest regrets. I try to live my life, you know.
Yeah.
Just like whatever happens is a part of the experience, and you have to learn from it and take something from this. And if I can do that, I'm usually happy with what happened, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss I was on tour with Sick of All in the 90s. I missed my grandmother's funeral as well because there was no like, we were using like real dial-up phones in the offices at the venues. There was no phones and shit. I got a couple days delayed about my grandma, and that bums me out too. I miss that shit, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And that's that shit. Like you're living your dream. You're sacrificing. You're playing music. You're doing all this shit, and there's like real shit happening in life, like funerals and weddings and all this shit you're missing, man.
Right, dude. It's
a sacrifice.
It almost feels like, you know, when you leave, you come back and it's just kind of like life just keeps going.
It does, dude. Yeah.
It's easy to forget that shit is happening, man.
Yeah.
Shit is going on. Time is going past. And I think that this last like 10 years fucking flew by because of that, you know?
Yeah, this year feels like it flew by. It's fucking crazy. I'm like, is it because I'm older? Are young kids feeling that it's going by fast? I just feel like, why does it feel like everything's going so fast?
I think it is a getting older thing, right?
And you have kids and you see like their age and then your age and I don't know.
I think I see it this way. Like the first time you do a drive somewhere, it feels long as fuck.
Yeah.
And then you do that drive again, you're like, oh, that's kind of quick.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
The more years you're on this earth, you're like, oh, what the fuck ever. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's something like our age thing then.
Yeah, I think so. Because think about it, when you're a kid, summer lasted forever.
You give a fuck about it because
you
you have no responsibilities either.
Right,
That's
true.
a difference. You're not paying no bills and shit.
Right. You ain't busy.
You're just
chilling.
living, dude.
Just
Everything's
living.
like fucking fun.
But even that now, like if you're at a point where, you can kick back, time flies like that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
It does, man.
maybe in the moment you're like, damn, shit's dragging. But then you're like, damn, where'd the last 2 months go?
This year seems fucking crazy. So we barely had Thanksgiving. Now it's fucking...
Yeah.
And it's like, when you get older too, and your kid gets older, and it's like, not to get morbid, but I see like how many more years I'm going to be here for, and I'm not going to be on this planet with my son forever. And if there is afterlife and all that shit,
like that.
speak of the devil.
Yo, what's up, Chave? How you doing?
And so I'm not going to be there to like, I'll be there somewhere in the afterlife, whatever the fuck that is. You know what I'm saying? Keeping like watching this kid grow.
Yeah.
It's
Hopefully.
fucking morbid, dude.
Don't be talking like that,
I know.
bro. The fuck?
It's such a good combo. I'm getting all dark and shit. You have a top 5? What would be your top 5, you think?
Top 5 what?
Anything, man. It could be bands. It could be MCs. It could be
Oh, shit.
coming all out and shit.
All right. My top 5 cereals.
Top 5. Let's go. Top 5 cereals.
Top 5 cereals. Let's go.
This is sick.
I was looking up there. I saw them Cheerios. I was like, I'll probably fuck up some Cheerios. But Apple Jacks. I love Apple Jacks. No particular order.
Pause. You know that the new Ghostface album did this?
No.
New Ghostface Raekwon album, they did their top 5 cereals at the very end of the song.
No shit.
And they said Apple Jack's the first one. Because I know you're a RZA fan. This is crazy.
Homies.
Okay, Max, be the fuck quiet. We're almost on the podcast. Okay, go. Okay, go.
Fucking
Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks. Fuck. Honey Bunches of Oats.
Damn.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Bangers.
And then Fruity Pebbles.
Damn. What about music?
Music.
Shit's hard though. What about bands? What do you got?
Bands. Top 5 bands. No particular order or genre.
Max, you fuck with this band. They're so hard, and the bands he loves are all the same shit you like. So it's your top 5.
Top 5 bands. Sonic Youth.
Oh shit. Okay.
Slow Dive.
Fuck. I love this. Nothing crazy like some fucking Norwegian death metal shit.
Nah.
Which people would think because your band's so hard.
Like people,
Max, you're bugging this band, dude. Okay.
Yeah. So, fucking Slow Dive, Sonic Youth. I like.
Let's think. No Oasis for you?
Oasis is awesome. I love Oasis big time. But yeah, we could. I guess put them up. Block Party is one of my favorites.
Damn.
Silent Alarm was like a life-changing record for me. So,
cool.
I'll toss Silver Sun Pickups in there and Block Party because those two are very influential in my life.
I love this, man.
Yeah.
And what about hip hop? It's hard.
Hip hop, ooh, the Jizza.
The RZA, old dirty bastard.
Yeah, the whole squad immediately.
The RZA is number 1.
Yeah, the Jizz is one.
The Jizz
is number 1, and then
when the
ODB
MCs
is one. To live out the day and to perform. But
ODB second, damn.
Yeah, I love ODB just off of like off of personality and like how he raps. He raps like a smart dude in school who doesn't give a fuck about being at school.
Interesting.
Like he's incredibly talented with his wordplay and everything, but he does it how he wants to fucking do it.
Yeah.
I think that's like there's a big brain behind something like that.
Yeah.
Even though he's a little wild.
I have a great ODB story for you. Want to hear it?
Hell yeah, I want to hear it.
He was on the run. I'm not sure if he was on the run because you said he got food stamps in the limousine on MTV.
Yeah.
But it was something else. First of all, my wife worked at the Palladium in Limelight. I got to see Wu-Tang perform Protect Your Neck for the first time at Hot 97.
Nuts.
That was very surreal. Second time, ODB was on the run. It was all over the news. I'm at the Palladium. They're playing all the songs, and then at the end they start playing. And I just got goosebumps. And the Wu-Tang, the crowd opens up. He comes out with a hoodie on. He's wanted right now in the whole fucking world. He comes out and performs Shimmy Shimmy.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then he gets arrested on 40 Deuce after at a McDonald's.
Yeah, in Philly.
In Philly, yeah. It was after that show.
No shit.
I was at the show. So he came through the crowd like smoke. It was a fucking movie, dude.
Dude, legend.
Crazy, right?
That's what I'm talking about. See?
There's a new Or Dirty Bastard documentary just came out by Dante Ross.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
I've been waiting to get home and settle down.
Okay, we got the Jizza. We got ODB.
OD. Petey Crack, one of my favorites.
Petey Crack,
yeah,
damn.
I love Petey Crack.
Damn, underrated.
Not
Petey Pablo.
Petey Pablo. Petey Crack from Philly. Badlands. No, Philly, get it in. Who else? Who else is influential in my life, hip hop wise?
That's
really
3, man.
So we Busta's in there.
Oh, Busta's number 4?
Yeah, Busta's in
Damn, we
there.
need one more New York person, I think. Maybe not. I have to be Philly, though.
I might. Yeah, I'm gonna say Beans.
Yeah, Beanie Siegel.
Yeah,
man.
Beanie. Like,
incredible, man. That's one song, Something in the Air. What's that one?
I can feel it in there.
Oh, my God. I got goosebumps when they hear that
Dude,
song still, dude.
What We Do is like, that's like
oh,
the
yeah, What We
Philly
Do. Yeah.
Anthem. That shit comes on. I don't care where I'm at.
I feel like he's still in the streets. I feel like he's still.
Yeah, he's around.
Hopefully he's good. Hopefully he's safe. Hopefully he's happy and healthy.
I think he opened a food truck recently.
Okay.
Actually.
He's real. He might have been too real for Rock Nation. I don't know, man.
Definitely.
Because he always had Jay's back, though, to always do everything,
but did
man.
Jay always have their back?
I know.
That's
man.
the real question.
Damn, I know. I know. I know. There was I saw something about that. And Freeway, too.
Yeah, I mean, look.
That was a bum out. All that shit went down. Oh, this Memphis Bleak. Where's he from?
Bleak? I don't. Is he Philly?
He's not Philly. No, he's not Philly.
He sounded like he was from Philly, but
I thought he was from the South or some shit. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe Memphis.
Maybe
Maybe from Memphis.
No, it's always the nicknames that don't really go where they're fucking from.
Right.
But that's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, you're right. Did he always? It's true. I mean, he treated them like kind of fucking wild.
He kind of did them down.
You're right, man. Towards the end too.
And then all of a sudden he started sounding like Young Chris a little bit.
He did, right? So you're not a Jay fan. You're not a Jay.
I like Jay.
Just because of
Jay.
Philly.
But Philly deserved better, bro.
Max, you fuck with Uzi Vert? Yeah, he's cool. He's a terrible live performer, though. Oh, yeah, you just saw him perform last week. He said it was terrible at the Tyler show. Oh, who was that? Who was that? Oh, sorry, man.
Cardi,
I can't keep up with the new hip hop, dude.
Yeah.
Terrible live performer?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of performers in that world are not very. They don't care about their live show as much as they should.
I was at the Forum show Juneteenth. Kendrick Lamar. I was there.
You were there?
It was fucking phenomenal. Me, my son, and my friend.
I'm jealous that you were there for that.
He's one of my favorites. I listened to the record every single day since it came out. You fuck with Kendrick?
Yeah, I love Kendrick.
A real poet, lyricist.
Yeah.
And fucking incredible. Then I took my son to go see, who did we see, Max? One of the best live rap shows I've ever seen in my life. No. 50 Cent. Oh, yeah, 50 Cent was great.
Oh, hell yeah. I never seen 50 play.
It wasn't that. I took him to see Future. And Future was, Metro Boomin and Future. Dude, it was so bad. It was backtracks, and it was just medleys of each song, and he wasn't even really rhyming. It bummed me out so hard. And there was so much weed in there, I fucking fell off straight edge. I was contact buzzing there. But, dude, I was coming from the Kendrick show. I'll never fuck with anything else, because I've seen so many hip-hop shows, and Kendrick show was my top 5, dude.
So there's certain hip-hop that I fuck with on record only.
Yes.
And I think you probably figured that one out.
Totally.
I think making music, you always have to think about your live show first. I think it's the most important thing that you can do. That's you. That's your person. That's your body.
Yeah.
And if you're going out there and you can't do that, then what the fuck does any of that other shit even mean, bro?
I know.
You know what I mean?
Because some people make music just for the radio, and they're not really going to tour. They make money from the radio.
And that's fair.
But, like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's some hip-hop I saw was really bad. Nas was great live. Yeah. Obviously, De La Soul Tribe, Third Base live, Eric B. and Rakim live.
Eric B. and Rakim, that's what I'm talking about.
It was crazy, man. Yeah, that was...
I love Rakim, bro.
I got a tattoo. Rakim's my top MC of all time.
I mean, understandable. Like, legit.
Wouldn't swear on the records because he knew his parents were going to hear it.
Yeah,
he's super posy, super fucking respected, super legit. I love Rakim, dude.
Yeah,
lives in Connecticut and shit with some. I don't know. He's very interesting.
I took my auntie to see him. It was doing like a Red Bull gig at Underground Arts.
Really?
I was like, auntie,
Underground Arts?
Yeah, it was like a couple years ago, but I was like, yo, we gotta go see Rakim, bro.
How was it?
It was awesome.
All the hits.
It was incredible.
He's so chill though. He's just so chill.
He still got it, yeah.
Still rocking brand new Air Forces and fitteds.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just in that time frame. He's just fucking. All Carhartted out, fucking
legend.
Just real shit. So yeah, hip hop live and hip hop on wax is different. Like I don't know, but Kendrick, dude.
Yeah, rap. New rap is different. Live.
It really is different, man. You fuck with J. Cole?
J. Cole he's one of those rappers that has incredible flow, but I've never given it the time to like see if I really like this. So I've never just spoke on it, you know.
Yeah.
But I think at this point, he deserves like a good listen through his catalog.
Yeah, I love him, man. Super off the grid, super talented, like a real MC.
He don't be doing the most. He just does his shit.
And the way he backed out of the whole beef and stuff, really smart. People,
I think that was a very smart.
But people flipped on him at first, like calling him names and shit. It's like,
nah, that's corny.
He was smart, man. He just that shit went after.
Not for nothing. all three of them dudes have known each other for so long.
I know.
You know, at that point, bro, like, what's the point of doing this on a world stage too? I think he has more smarts than that. But also, I wouldn't have wanted to catch any of those strays. I'll keep it G with you, bro.
I know. I'm just wondering if like Lil Wayne's really gonna respond to him. Like, I don't want to see that, man.
Why though? You know what I mean? Like,
it wasn't even the diss on the song.
That's what I mean. Like, he didn't diss him. He just said, "I think I let him down."
It's like when J. Cole said he had a song called "I Think I Let Nas Down." It's the same kind of vibe. But yeah.
Like, he wasn't like, fuck Wayne or some shit like that. I think it'd be crazy. That's one of his idols.
I know.
You know?
Such interesting time watching all that unfold. And then he just announced 2 nights at the 70,000-seater BMO Stadium, Kendrick.
Yeah.
And maybe he'll bring Lil Wayne out at the Super Bowl. I think it would
be fire.
It'd be so sick. The world, it would be so perfect.
Fire.
It'd be like such unity and fucking wonderful
If they drop
shit.
the song if they don't tell anyone, they do a song, don't tell anyone, and then just play a song together that nobody's ever heard on that stage would be beast.
Dude, it could happen. And now Drake's trying to sue him like for defamation of character.
Be doing that, bro. Don't. It's a
dude,
rap
I never
battle.
talk about. I never talk about current topics on here, but we're just in the vote. It's just such a bum out to see. Like after watching every rap beef my whole life, how it's just on whack. It's just so crazy, man.
Yeah, like you can't.
And then UMG for the bots and all this shit.
Yeah, like you're doing
sore loser.
That's a sore loser. Just
it's sad,
lick
man.
your wounds. Go on about your life.
I know.
Damn,
it's just making it worse, man. It's just dragging in the mud. It doesn't even seem real, man. To be honest with you, man.
When I saw that, I was like, no way has rap battling come to the courtroom.
Crazy, bro.
That you lost.
It's
bro.
so not hip hop. It's just so not anything. I know.
It ain't.
And he got thrown out too. That's the worst part.
He got thrown out.
The UMG one, the
So
first
now it
one
looks
did.
even worse.
He just doesn't want to play that song. He doesn't want to do that song at the Super Bowl, which is not going to happen. There's no way it's not going to happen, man.
He's doing it.
Fuck, I want to go.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even like sports.
Where's that shit at this year?
Fucking New Orleans. That's why people are tripping on it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
That's
that.
why Lil Wayne should be there out of that respect and just come on stage and do it, you know?
Yeah, why wouldn't you have him there? Like, I think Kendrick is smarter than that, too. I think
so, too.
You know what I mean? It's hip-hop, bro.
He could even told me, hey, I said this on the song about you. We could do a whole kind of thing, and then we'll come up there and fucking...
Yeah, rip something.
Damn. Well, thank you for being here, man. This is fucking awesome, man, hanging out with
I
you.
had a good convo, man.
Me too. It's great. I feel like I got hyped all of a sudden. I didn't have any caffeine today.
See, look,
I was like talking about hip-hop shit. Oh, shit. No, man. You come on the mic?
Yeah. Get on there.
What's your favorite top 5 metal bands?
Top 5 metal bands.
Wow, Max.
Oh, damn. All right.
Let me think about it for a second. Hang out. He likes hard shit, though, man. Okay.
It can be any kind of metal.
Any kind of metal.
New metal, thrash metal, black metal.
Okay.
Get out of here, Max.
Let
me think about that.
Coffins, Japanese crust band.
She's gonna school your ass right now.
Magruder Grind. The self-title is insane.
You don't know any of this shit. That's 2. Let's think about it. Some of your influences.
Obituary is one of my favorite metal bands.
Hard.
I give it to him.
He just shared a bus with them. He was on the Sepultura tour in Europe.
What the fuck?
That's 3. We got 3.
That's 3.
Got Obituary.
Jarhead Fertilizer.
I actually never heard none of this shit.
Insane. That's Dave from Full of Hell. He drums, but he drums and sings in Jarhead Fertilizer. It's insane. And then
we got left.
What's the last one?
Let's think. Some real big influence in your life.
Huge metal influence.
Let's think. Lamb of God in the mix?
Lamb of God, not so much.
Okay.
I told you it took a little bit for me to fall in there. But I was super into like grind and crusty shit.
You like the OG shit, like Obituary and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so like
OSDM shit
is Creation part of that world or nah?
Creation,
Suffocation?
Suffocation is sick as hell. But I'd say Dying Fetus is
Dying Fetus.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Shit.
Okay.
Last question. Wait, so you sing?
Yeah.
Jesus Peace.
Okay, is that that's hardcore?
Yeah, it's hardcore
Or
and
is it
metal
like-
shit.
Hardcore, son. Let's go.
Is it on the cusp of metal? Or is it
It's definitely metallic for sure.
Okay.
Like it's
You
more
fuck
metallic
with
than hardcore. More metallic than hardcore, definitely.
This dude goes off on stage. He's a
I'll be having
hardcore
a good
kid. This
time.
guy goes off, dude. But Max, you love him. It's hard as fuck.
We dropped 2 songs today.
You did?
Yeah.
What are they called? Let's go. What are they
It's
called?
the re-records of Greed and Conjure Life.
Okay.
We did them with Arthur from fucking Cold World, War Hungry,
Cold World?
and
Sick.
fucking what else? He has like Summerlins and Eternal Champion. Like those are
Okay.
his 2 like power metal bands. he
Okay,
does. They're
sick.
sick as fuck. But it's like all hardcore dudes that do it.
Okay.
You gotta check it out if you
Okay.
haven't.
That's
but-
out today?
Yeah, it's out today. Just those 2, and then there's a remix of Tunnel Vision off the new record.
Okay.
from MSC. Like these two twin brothers that have this crazy electronic project.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's awesome.
And then what's next for you guys? Be on tour next year?
Yeah, we're gonna do some shit. I don't know if any of it is announced.
Okay.
We'll do some shit.
You might be back. You might be back out here.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, cool. But no new music right now. Just this record right now.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Fuck, this is great chopping it up, you man. I really appreciate you coming here, man. I just DM'd you. I was like, yo, you're on tour with Derek. Fam, let's come over here and talk and fucking.
It's crazy because I just was like, I would do this. I was like, you live across the street from Toby? He's like, yeah. I was like, I would do his podcast. And then like literally the next day, you're like, yo.
Oh, you talked to Derek, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick. It's perfect, man. Thank you so much, man.
Anytime, dude.
All the best to you and your band.
Thank you.
And maybe we'll do a part 2 someday when you come back out here.
Anytime, man. I'm down to chill anytime.
Awesome,
I'll come bust it up. Talk hip-hop.
All right. Yeah, we can do a hip-hop episode.
I'm down.
All right, awesome. Thank you, man.
Anytime,
Peace.
Peace.
I always ask my guests if they have any regrets. I personally don't have any regrets. Even when it comes to my tattoos. I have the silliest tattoos. Even my ET on my leg, it's still a childhood memory for me, and I love it. I've had tattoos on top of tattoos strictly because I wanted more tattoos. I started getting tattoos when I was 18. I'm 52 now, and I can't stop. I've had laser treatment before on something on my arm. It's 4 tattoos on top of each other. And that experience at that place was pretty fast. It was pretty cold. It was in and out, swipe the credit card. Don't really tell me much. Didn't give me much details or anything was going to happen. So I never went back. So as of most recently, I'm so lucky enough to have had 2 sessions at Removery Tattoo Removal. My tattoo on my arm that looks like a big black blob is now super light. I've had 2 sessions. I have a long road ahead of me. None of this stuff happens overnight. You cannot take a tattoo up in one sitting. You have to be patient. And it's painful. They ice you up. It's super fast. To me, it felt like a bunch of rubber bands. But what's more painful than that is looking at something on your body that you think you're stuck with for the rest of your life. That sucks. But now for me, I'm really happy I started this journey. I'm slowly going to get this tattoo removed. I never thought in a million years I have any kind of real estate on my arm. I don't even know what I want, but it's exciting. I'm so honored to announce that One Life One Chance podcast is now with Removery. Call 866-934-4570 or go to removery.com. Use TobyH20 and get $100 off your first session. One of the most experienced tattoo removal companies in the world. Over 600,000 removal treatments done. 100 locations. US, Canada, and Australia. State-of-the-art Pico-Way laser technology. Cryo-technology to reduce any discomfort. This is so exciting for me because all I do in these podcasts is talk about tattoos. From day one, if you've been listening to this podcast, talk about tattoos, talk about getting removed, talk about getting covered up. So this is such a perfect fit for me. Definitely check out One Life One Chance podcast, episode 281. I have Carmen Brody, Mike McTurnan, and Dustin Ortle from Removery. And this is an over 2-hour conversation. People had submitted questions. It's an incredible conversation breaking down the do's, the don'ts, the fears, process, the results, everything you could imagine about getting a tattoo removed. It's all in this podcast. It's an incredible episode. I appreciate them all coming out for it. So check that out if you want to learn more about Removery and what it's like to get a tattoo removed. Once again, go to removery.com or call 866-934-4570. Use my code TobyH20 and get $100 off. These guys are located everywhere. Try it out.